Hello and welcome to the Computer Game Show. My name's David Turner. I'm here with Matt Murray,
Hello there.
Sean Bell,
Hello.
and that's it. It's the three of us, all cozy and talking about video games for another 2 hours into your ear. Will we make it to 2 hours? Who knows? If Matt starts talking about random stuff towards the end, the final third of the podcast, the answer will be yes.
So you're saying I will make it shorter?
No, that's the opposite of what I'm saying.
It's just the way you say, will we make it to 2 hours? Let's see. No,
He's
we're going to
doing
make
it
it 2
already.
hours.
Look, he's already.
Oh, you got me.
Activate Matt. Let's start by thanking our Patreon producers this month. They are Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap, Simon Nelson, Moomin Biscuit, Trans Rights to Human Rights, Dave Ernsberger, Colin Brown, Gasman, Rocketman76, Smooth Monkey, John Tempelli, Jackie Sniper, Sam Higton, Thomas, Stan, Philip with an F, Cutty, Steve Lee, Jack Oven, Grey Dragon Claw, Colin the Carwanker Smith, Lee Keybottom, My Dog Skip, Dean, Evil Mammal, Don Whiskerando, and Sir Resner of the Savage True North. It is the Full Nels crew for you there. They all went Full Nels, and we appreciate them so much over at patreon.com/TCGS. If you like what we do, all we ask is just a few quid, mate.
Give us money. It's not hard.
Just give us a few quid. And we won't stop. That's all we're saying. It's up to you. The power is in your hands.
And if you do it for the website, not via the iOS app, because you get charged.
You get charged extra. Well, yeah, I need to sort that out because all my Patreons are through the web app.
Whoa!
Through the web app, Matt. No, through the the app, Mac app. What is it called? What do they call them these days?
The
app. The iPhone.
Anything
app.
done for an app, they're going to add the extra. So yeah, I would maybe
sort that out.
Sort your life out, basically. Yeah.
Sort your life out. Patreon.com/TCGS. Let's get a Tap and Park run update, Sean.
So we're currently at £1,176 for special effect. One of our listeners, I've forgotten their name. Any idea, Matt? One of the listeners has been in touch with special effect on our behalf because we are useless.
I do know. I know their actual name, and their actual name is. Let's just say Stuart rather than give out their full name in case.
Stuart.
Stuart.
No,
thank you,
like
Stuart.
Madonna, it's just Stuart.
Yeah.
It's very kindly been liaising with special effects on our behalf. So it sent us a load of T-shirts. So we're going to be fully branded. Oh, and a flag as well. So we're going to do a big.
Those are nice T-shirts as well, aren't they? They're the blue ones with the orange trim.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
they are nice.
I'm very excited.
I'll wear a T-shirt. Cool. I'm not going to wear a T-shirt during the race because I'll be sweating my bum off.
Oh, whatever.
Wait,
commitment.
You got to wear it during the race.
I need a vest. It's getting far too hot to be T-shirt.
Okay,
I'll be
strap yourself in, Sean. Here we go. You're doing it for charity, Matt. You're not supposed to.
Yeah,
be,
I know. And we're raising money for charity. We're raising money for charity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And raise awareness. Yeah. You wear the T-shirt.
I'll be shouting special effect. I'll be shouting special effect every kilometre. I'm just not wearing. If they give me a vest, I'll wear the vest.
We're going to take the group photo, and the Matt's going to be like, get his shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, someone pass me a T-shirt or
not
vest.
a race. It's not a race, Matt. You don't. It doesn't matter.
Trust me, I know it's not a race. You'll find out very quickly it's not a race when you see one do.
That, but then why won't you wear the shirt for special effect?
Too hot.
Right, okay, but put yourself through it. Like that's the whole point, isn't it?
Every time I see a photographer, I'll quickly stop, put the T-shirt on, and say "Yo," and then get T off and invest.
Sean, this is your thing. What do you think?
It's not my thing, really.
Whose thing is it?
Well, it's everyone's, isn't it? The listeners sort of all came together and like, oh, should we do a run? And then because it's 20 minutes from my house, I felt embarrassed not joining in. So.
I mean, you're wearing a T-shirt.
I'll wear a T-shirt, fine.
That's outrageous.
How about I wear a T-shirt, but I cut the arms off?
Yeah,
the Shields in the chat suggested that.
That's totally acceptable, isn't it?
Sweet, okay. And all the logos and the whole thing. So it's just.
You do know that their T-shirts are made of wool, though, right?
lovely cooling wool.
Fleece.
Perfect for a run.
You just made yourself a body warmer.
40 times.
I've never been able to wear one of those. Never been able to wear one.
No,
a body warmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a gilet.
What's the definition of a body warmer?
Gilet. Yeah, gilet. So, it's like a coat without the arms.
It's a bit. It's been adopted by tech bros, hasn't it? The sort of fleecy gilet is now a tech bro thing.
But also, I don't understand what the point is. Surely, if it's cold outside, wear the arm bits as well.
Yeah. I get this. You know when people wear like sleeveless hoodies, and I'm just like, is it cold or not?
Are you in Rocky or not? Yeah, I think I had a super dry one of these, but that was a long time ago, and I wasn't a huge fan. Anyway,
what a great
super
story.
dry in the mud. Unbelievable.
Fuck super dry.
I don't know why I'm saying this really. I believe there are only 2 tickets left for the Imposter Syndrome on October the 5th at the Stables in Milton Keynes.
Be quick.
We're probably already sold out by the time this comes out, but that's happening October the 5th. Ian Lee, I've got a meeting with Ian on Sunday about it. A meeting. And yeah, I said I'm going to bring a notepad, and he went, well, I'm going to bring a laptop, and I went, yeah, actually I should have thought about that, shouldn't I?
It's 2025, isn't it?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was going to get a pencil from behind my ear and lick the tip before I started writing with it, but no.
You said pencil, didn't you?
I said pencil. Yeah, that's what they do that's the old cliche thing, isn't it? You lick the end of the pencil.
No, it's true. Yeah.
Why do they lick the end of the pencil? What's that about?
Never understood it, mate. No. Never understood it.
You give it a lead poisoning just to help them eat.
Yeah, they love lead
faster.
I've got news for you. There's only 1 ticket available.
Oh my god.
Be quick.
Buy one. Is that what you?
No, I was just like on there and like putting 1, 2 to work out how many tickets are left.
Oh right, okay. That's weird. Okay. You could have just fucking asked. Like, why have you been doing that?
I did it last week because someone says a handful. I was like, well, I really want to go, but Sunday. Anyway, so
you could have just asked.
Why would I do that? Go straight to the source, mate. Straight to the Stables website.
Okay, so apparently, if you lick a pencil,
apparently
it softens the graphite and clay mixture in the lead, which helps it to lay down a smoother, clearer line on paper. However, this is a Google AI answer, so.
I was about to say, yeah, a bit ChatGPT that answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I get blamed for extending the show.
Yeah,
are you fucking kidding me? A great fact, though, to be fair.
Yeah. The last thing we need to plug before we move on is the Patreon talks over. That's this Thursday, the 28th of August at 9 p.m. I don't believe we've agreed on what we're watching yet.
No, not yet. No, I said
that makes it sound like we've had an argument, but we haven't suggested anything.
We'll talk over something. Just been a little bit busy and haven't found the thing yet, but we will talk over something. Trust me, and there'll be a Patreon post out in a couple of days or in a day or so.
I'm starting to think we need James Farley. I'm starting to think we need James Farley.
What makes you say that? Oh, because he always sorts of Patreon stuff. Good point.
No,
really.
No.
Bloody hell.
I think we do it without, his involvement to sort of go, oh, come on, James. He gives us the motivation by doing nothing to actually do something. And now he's not here. We're like, what's the point? It's not fun if we're organised, if James is not getting all upset about it and, listen, fuck off. Without that sort of reaction. I've got no motivation for the pod without James.
Should we end the pod?
Understand.
Like,
all
James leaves for a month.
At 3 o'clock in Germany, David.
You can't get pepperoni pizzas. Should we quit up? Should we end the podcast while he's off? It's like, oh my god, just took 3 weeks off with no James, and we're like, what really is the point? Yeah. No, we're joking.
He'll be back soon. Right, should we get to feedback from last week's show, Matt? And everyone loved it.
Yes. They really loved it. Jeff Leopard loved it. Evening, lads. I'm loving UFO 50, and I put about 40 hours into it despite only dusting off the first 7 carts. So it was good to hear last week that David was enjoying it. I just wanted to recommend that David, and anyone else, listens to the Eggplant, The Secret Lives of Games podcast, who are coming to the end of their weekly Year of UFO 50 series. I think you already mentioned this, didn't you?
We have, a couple of times. Yeah, but bears repeating.
They are examining one UFO 50 game per week in a box, in a book club type format, and getting deep into the mechanics and design choices in each game. And it made me really appreciate some games I just missed on first playing. Even some of the simplest looking games on that first row have intricacies that are not apparent on first play. Barbuta, in particular, is full of surprises and secrets. I found it a joy to play after getting over the initial hump of the slow movement of the main character. Love the show. From Jeff Leopard.
Yeah, well worth a listen. And they rotate guests throughout as well, which makes it quite interesting.
It's a great idea for a podcast.
It really is, and the fact that they've pulled it off and they're very near the end, because I thought maybe they'll get partway through and be like, oh, we're going to do the normal show for a bit again. Maybe they get a bit burned out on it, but I guess that's partly the reason for the rotation of the cast as well. Yeah, really good show.
Yeah,
nice.
Barbuta, it definitely seems like a game that's got something behind it. There's a few of those that I kind of think, something else going on here, and I haven't quite put my finger on it yet.
Yeah, because I only played a bit of it, and found it miserable.
Yeah.
And like, and I said at the time, like, well, yeah, because it wouldn't make sense, because the narrative is it's this developer. Like, yeah, it wouldn't make sense if their first game that they made in their spare time in their bedrooms was like shit hot. But equally, yeah, people do genuinely really like it. So there's obviously stuff there that I
Also, I do like the logic of it being one developer releasing all these games just falls apart because there's absolutely no way they're doing a new genre every fucking game they release. It's like absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, no, good game. Still playing it.
Jenny Tayloria has messaged. I was just watching the Resident. What's happened?
It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? It's a bit like genitalia.
Genitalia.
Did you not pick that up, Matt?
No, because I was more focused on can I say the surname correctly? Genitalia. Okay, whatever. Grow up, everyone. I was just watching the Resident Evil 9 demo gameplay featuring a giant monstrosity in a dress chasing the protagonist around some corridors in the dark, and thought how much I'm looking forward to watching Matt stream it when it comes out. So Resident Evil 9 does have another someone else that stalks you. They said stalking, not chasing, but basically it's the same thing. And I don't think I'm gonna be interested.
We're all still waiting for Matt to make use of his very expensive computer and get back on Twitch. That's what we're all waiting for. How close are you, Matt? What are you thinking? Where you at?
Where am I at? Where's my head at right now? I can't really say it in numbers. Actually, I can.
What? No one said say it in numbers. Say it in words.
50, I'll say 15% close.
Is that
so
it?
Not at all then.
I miss it and I loved it at a time. But there's a lot of stuff on, and sometimes I'd like an evening where I'm not doing anything. But
it is tough, isn't it? Because I keep thinking I do want to get back to it, but then the idea of setting aside a full evening for it once a week or whatever is like, oh no, that's quite huge.
I do definitely miss my Sunday nights though. That was always good fun. I mean, yeah, I thought at first, maybe I'll stream the new Metal Gear Solid that's out this week. Maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do it. But I don't know. It's not like I didn't definitely want it. It's just basically just getting over the hump. Once I do a first one, I'm sure I'll be back into it. But it's just anyway. I hope that answered your question.
Let's get over that hump, shall we?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Watch our stream.
Let's do it. Get over that.
I
don't know. One of the
great. Well, brilliant. I'll stream that then, shall I? For fuck's sake. A big muscular Giga Chad has messaged. That's a big muscular Giga Chad. Dear three little weeds and Matt who exercises. I haven't run in ages. We need to get this whole thing out.
No, but you are the fittest out of us.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't. No, well, I don't know. If you play, don't you play five? You train football, David. Only you used to play five-a-side.
Yeah, so. I stand there and tell a bunch of 8-year-olds to run around. I don't actually. I don't train, do I?
I am getting back into running from tomorrow, which is good because the Santa Park run is less than a month away. Yeah, where were we? Dave should start lifting weights.
Why are you so nervous about this? Why can't you just take a compliment? What's weird about it?
I hate compliments. Yeah.
I mean, I should say I also exercise now.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
All right, so you could be number 2, Sean, if you want.
You.
But
dear two little weeds and Sean and Matt who exercise. Dave should start lifting weights. Then he'll be able to appreciate Super Mario Galaxy without crying about holding a little Wii remote. Get good up the mat. Yes. And that's from a big muscular Giga Chad. So up yours, David.
No, it's spot on. But I'd rather. The thing is, if I do start lifting weights and becoming strong, like a big strong man, I'm not going to set up a Wii. that's something that I'm not going to do. No chance.
Shame, they're very good. Eskill has messaged, Dear Earthworm Jim, Glowworm Jam, and Mealworm Gem. I very much enjoyed last episode, and your guest Imogen, great name, was a perfect addition. I hope there are other good guests in Dr. Farley's absence. Love, Wormwood Eskill.
No. No more
guests. We've had our guest season. It's been a great few episodes.
It's been a lovely season.
Back to these old guys.
Because when I messaged Imogen, I think I offered her last week or this week, and I think she decided it would be better to do pre-Gamescom rather than post.
Yes,
because she's going to be now
presumably
sense. This week. So so it sort of worked out that we ended up with guests 2 weeks in a row and then 2 weeks with no guest. But hey ho.
But I mean I'm. What I'm worried about is that when James is back, that's where Gotti season starts. That's where we start rolling towards that show. There's already stuff going on. There's stuff in the works. It's all happening.
What do you mean, Dave? Stuff in the works? What does that mean?
Nothing I'm willing to talk about in public.
Oh,
AKA to you lot. Good actor, Sean. There's stuff going on. There's stuff going on. I'm aware of things.
You're aware of things?
No, I'm just aware of things. I'm aware of things. I know people are thinking, they can't possibly do it again, can they? We fucking can.
We can't get on, let's connect. It can.
It can.
It can.
I'm very much looking forward to the stroll towards the cottage show, as I'm going to refer to it as.
It's fast approaching, David. That's what I hear. It's fast approaching.
It is fast approaching, Matt. You're correct.
Ben has messaged, on topic of you invading listeners' thoughts, I haven't had a vivid dream about Dave or any of you, but I'm currently playing The Last of Us Part 2, and I realise that any time I find a good bit of loot, I think to myself, lovely old job, in Dave's voice. Keep up the good work.
Do I say that a lot then? That's weird.
I think I would say lovely old job more, don't I? But it's funny.
I say that at work a lot. I didn't realise I said it on the podcast. Lovely old job. Well, there you go, Ben. You can cut that and then use that as like put it on. That's what people do with their games now, isn't it? Mod them and put sound effects in.
Yeah.
Good.
But the actual David Turner's in there. Why not?
Yeah, mod it.
If you do that, you might as well also mod David singing that song as well.
That's true.
Never.
Carry on. We need a full song if they're going to mod it.
One day. You got extra money for that.
Can we have a high-res scan of your face as well and replace Joel?
No, absolutely not. No.
And
it's a shame.
You'll end up putting on a fucking t-shirt, Sean. Does my nut. I'm so scared now. I am so scared, right? Because I fucking hate. I hate my right. Look, I hate taking photos anyway, right? And sometimes you send a private photo in the WhatsApp group, and it either becomes a sticker that gets used.
You can't do anything in any group without a sticker appearing within 4 seconds.
B, your placeholder when you're not on the show for a week. It's like, the one that you used was a private photo I sent to you of me completing what's it. You were like, yeah, fucking put it on Switch.
Wrong with that, is there?
Let's do. Or C, fucking t-shirt. It'll be t-shirt.
It's only James who gets a t-shirt treatment, and he does get sign off on the t-shirts. There is one design that has never been used.
Yeah, but the peer what was it?
The big this is why I don't send Sean pictures of my anus anymore, because you're not sure where, it could be anywhere within 5 minutes, and it probably will be a t-shirt.
You're trying to convince me that you've stopped sending those photos so many times and I haven't believed it once, so you don't even bother going there.
Sometimes, should we move on? Dr. Bob. Last episode, Sean joked about sourcing his own fuel. I worked with a guy who ran his car of his own homegrown biodiesel, and yes, his car did absolutely stink to high heaven of chip fat. So yes, possible, but not recommended.
I mean, is that any worse than the smell of actual diesel?
No, but you don't smell it in the car.
No, I suppose not
as much, do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming diesel and petrol have different smells, right?
Yeah.
Well, looking at me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love the smell in a
fuel.
petrol station. I've always loved the smell of a petrol station. Is that weird?
Yeah. No, I like it.
I don't think it smells gross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan.
You think they smell gross?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's not enough sugar for you, Sean.
No, there's a bit of sugar in the petrol.
They don't smell as good as the glue pens he's constantly sniffing. He's like, petrol.
I could do a fucking hour of conversations about petrol stations. I'm sort of obsessed.
Say it for the bonus show, mate. That's what they pay their money for.
Yeah, I don't want to tell people that that's what I'm going to do, though, because it might put them off from signing up.
you have just teased that, so patrons going to be through the roof this week. Ryan.
Sort of obsessed with them.
Okay, write it down.
Yeah,
Matt
I'll write it down.
Doing accents, and David huffing fuel. Ryan Cobain, dear TCGS Conspiracy of Fake News, I've been called out repeatedly on this podcast and in Discord, and it's past time. Astrobot is the best game of 2024, that's a fact. Numerous outlets agree. No game in years has made me feel immense joy playing it. It made me smile, laugh, and genuinely feel good about stuff. The 60-person Team Asobi created something truly delightful and childish that is all the testament the game needs.
Not really relevant. Not really relevant, is it?
You guys are completely wrong, but also subjective. Sean played a game. At the very least, you and Isaac will have fun, and that's what gaming is all about, not card-based addiction games. Anyway, I'll leave it here from Ryan.
Ryan, if you're going to mention, how many people are in the team, probably don't pick the team that was backed by one of the biggest platform holders in the gaming world.
Owned by Sony. And also, the way he talks about Balatro as if it's like fucking Candy Crush or something. Like, it's not. People talk about how compelling it is or addictive or whatever word they want to use. It's only because it's really fucking good. It's not like cynically designed to hook you in or anything. It's just brilliant.
I think there's a little bit of cynicism in the way it grabs you, but I think it's self-aware. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely set up to get its hooks in you in a very
but not in a. It's not like sending you fucking notifications or.
No. It's not doing any of that shit. But I forgot about that. We didn't really go into the sort of feedback we had over last Gotti show. We didn't really sort of focus on it because there's usually a big distance between when the Gotti show goes out and when we start up again in the new year. And some of the takes on that decision were wild. Do you remember there were people going, a mobile game? You're putting a mobile game as your game of the year. And it was like, really? Like, is that how you see it? And also, why not? If it's the best game that year.
Yeah. Like, plus, it wasn't a mobile game to begin with. It was a PC.
Mobile. Doesn't make it. I mean, does that make it mobile? I mean, I guess if you've only played it mobile, yes, but it's still a great game regardless, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Well, I mean, you disagreed, didn't you?
I did, but then I played it probably over Christmas, and I accepted that. Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, and we should say, like, a lot of people did get in touch. Like, yeah, I've played Balatro now. Fair enough.
It is very, very good.
It is.
All right.
Is this Kian?
Kian, yeah.
Is that Kes did it? Kian has messaged. By any chance, did Sean take a flight from Santander to Dublin? There was a guy identical to him on the plane. No, that was half of Coldplay.
I was going to say there's a lot of people identical to me.
I remember when I went for a period of
the question, though.
sending you. Constantly sending you images.
Yeah. My lookalikes. Yeah.
And what was it? John's son sent him like an image recently, like as a meme or whatever, and he said that this looks exactly like Sean. I'm going to try and find it for you.
It's not the one with the two guys pointing, is it?
No.
Oh yeah, no, there I am. Like literally just an egg with glasses. Get a beard on it. We'll.
Yeah, I need to. I'll add it. I'll send it in the group. But yeah, Sean Bell. So
egg with glasses written down. Okay.
That is a good episode title. To be fair. Okay.
No, I did not take that plane. I haven't been on a plane in ages.
Have you not?
No. Well, I really like flying. I just fucking hate airports. Also, I'm skint. So.
Do you know what? It's one of those things. You get on a bus now. And compare it to when you got on a bus as a kid, and it's like a completely different experience. You get on a train now, totally different or the tube definitely was totally different when I was a kid. Like I remember wooden seats, when I was a kid going on the tube and stuff, right? And those black balls on the springs that you used to bash. Like I remember those.
Obviously, I never because I didn't go to London until I was like 19. So.
Yeah, right. So, there's been a big advancement in those areas. Planes feel exactly the same as they did when I, all right, I was 14 when I went on, but that's still 30 years ago. Yeah. And nothing's changed except for like I think the only things that's changed is you get a screen on the back of the seat now rather than one. There used to be one in.
Well, it depends what airline. It depends what if you're flying. EasyJet, Ryanair, that kind of stuff, then you get nothing. If you're doing a decent long haul flight, then yes, there will be a screen. But
speaking of
Ryanairs of this world haven't changed.
I mentioned this on WhatsApp, and I know Matt responded, but Dave, you never did.
Go on.
What a prick.
TCGS does Gamescom 26. Come on.
I mean, I'll be up for
it. It's a lot of effort, isn't it?
It's a lot of effort.
For great content, I don't think so.
Hold on. We can't even get a live show together in London. Like, how are we going to fly over?
This is way easier.
We need to go. We need to buy tickets and
go. We stay at
James's.
We go. We do a podcast and stuff.
Yeah, James is fluent, so he can do all the talking for us.
Yeah.
Be fine.
I should I should address. There's a lot of questions about whether there was ever wooden seats on tubes, and maybe I dreamt it.
You're thinking about church.
Oh, church, yeah. Maybe I've misremembered that one. Sorry about that. Tubes are exactly the same as they were when I was a kid. Next bit of feedback.
Shigeru Miyamoto has messaged. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's. I mean,
Holy fuck.
that really says a lot of where this podcast is going. So
I think it makes sense.
yeah,
He's a listener.
the big guy's in touch. And Mr. Murray, wow, it's a personally addressed to me. This is wow.
That's cool.
Please rate my other games out of 10. Think about your 7 out of 10 Donkey Kong score. Stop talking, think again. Now I'm at number 7 being pushed down your fat mouth. Please come to Japan and develop a better game, Mr. Murray. Have a nice day and may sauce drip on your shirt. From Shigeru Miyamoto. P.S. Astrobot can suck my shoes.
Is there a translation problem?
No, I think that's accurate. I think that's
No, is that what he was going for, was it?
Perfect, yeah. I think I'm happy with my 7 out of 10. And I got a message from someone actually in the week saying, stick to your guns, Matt. It is basically that. So,
Is it from one of the developers of Astrobot?
who
said it?
Mr. Adam Capone.
Oh, yeah, Adam Capone didn't like it either.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, didn't he work on Terminator Salvation?
Hey, look, let's
It's meant to be a good game.
No, it isn't, Sean.
Isn't it?
No,
Am I thinking of the wrong
You're
one?
thinking about a different one, and I'm sorry, Adam, I didn't mean to do this.
Yeah, sorry.
Adam's
face lit up then. He's like, oh.
That was the one that at the time I remember him ringing up to. We were on Play Radio at the time, and that came out, and we had him on to talk about it because he was working on it. And he said people were saying it's a short game, it's only 3 hours long, but if you play it 3 times, that's 9 hours.
The
I think is it Dark Fate? I'm thinking of. It's the one. It's by the guys who went on to do the RoboCop game.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
no, this
Okay.
is-
I still
this is
need
very
to play
different.
that. Yeah, I've got that on both consoles now, and I still haven't booted it up. It's bad,
really
isn't
good.
it? Right.
That is it for feedback. Go to tcgs.co to leave your feedback.
Time for the news, and that's me. Stitched me up this week, boys. Stitched me
Look,
up. There was
Is this
all
the
sorts
first time
going
you've
on.
ever done a segment?
Anything.
I was the host of the computer game show.
No, but I mean, like,
Yeah, answer the
specifically a
question.
bit of the.
Yeah, I think maybe no. I think I used to. Didn't I originally read out the questions when they
Possibly,
came
yeah.
in? I think right at the start. It was all weird because Sean, you did the news initially, didn't you? Before James took it over.
Yeah.
I think James was going, but if I don't do something, then what am I doing? It's like, I got a full fucking point. Okay, right. So,
Yeah,
the
but
first thing-
basically, take a deep breath. You can do this, David. Like it's just some news stories.
I don't want to. There
Sean
was part of
and
me
I
when
have
I
got
was-
all confidence in you, and I think the listeners have as well. So take it easy. Take maybe a glass of water. You can do this. It's fine.
When I was doing this, I just thought, fucking hell, James does this every week. But then I remembered that he just checks out for an hour. Like once he's done it, he's like, I'm done then. So like that's sort
Yeah,
of
he's spent.
payment. Whereas I'm not able to do
Are you
that.
going to do that about an hour before the end? Like,
Yeah,
David?
I'm just gonna go. Okay, everything announced at opening night live. That's right. It was Gamescom this past week, and there were all sorts of announcements on Jeff Keighley's new show, of which I thought was, kind of spoiled because I don't know if you saw it, but on Blue Sky there was tons of people just taking photos of the booths before he had the chance to announce anything. So a lot of the stuff I'd seen before. I picked out a few games that were either announced or shown off again. Opening night live, Jeff Keighley's new thing. I say new, he's been doing it for several years. So he opened with Cold Block 7, which is, I don't know where Microsoft is at with their marketing anymore. You'd expect them to sort of take control of this, but they're dishing out trailers all over the place, aren't they, for Call of Duty?
And they're surely not paying 250 grand for 30 seconds, are they? Microsoft have
don't know.
blocks.
I don't know. Probably
They
not.
would be
There's
desperate for
probably
that,
some sort
surely. I mean,
there's probably some sort of deal going on. But I've got to say, I don't know what this package is going to look like, to be honest with you. So we've just had Black Ops 6. which was pretty successful, I think. I mean, it's certainly my favourite Call of Duty multiplayer for a long time. I think I've put nearly 5 days into that game at this point.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I was playing it today. Like, I fucking love it. I think it's brilliant. And I mean, who was I playing with? I was playing with someone recently, and they said, "Oh, was this you that asked, Matt? That what happens with the next one? Do they just get rid of this and then bring out the new multiplayer?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's traditionally what they do, isn't it? But do they have to do that?" I'm wondering what this next package is going to look like. Whether it is all we've seen is single player, I believe, so far. And are they going to just expand the current multiplayer, or are they going to wipe that? Because it feels weirder to do it with Black Ops 6, then release Black Ops 7. And
don't you normally go Black Ops 1 year, then Modern Warfare, then don't you normally do that rather than straight?
Which makes sense for the multiplayer, which makes me also feel that they're going to go, actually, it's not a whole new multiplayer this time, we're just pumping it full of maps and theming it around the Black Ops 7 stuff. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it?
I don't know why I don't do like a GTA Online where it's like a separate thing, it gets updated. You're right, it seems so quick to go from 6 to 7. I know it will be a year, but it feels like that should be a platform like with Warzone, because Warzone's spread across multiple Call of Duty games, isn't it?
But how are they then going to charge 70 quid or whatever it is on PlayStation for that? That's where their head's going to be at. You can't really just go, actually, we're going to expand last year's one.
Because when you buy like cosmetic stuff, it does say, doesn't it, like this will work in Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Warzone, whatever. So are we going to start, are we going to already start seeing things that like this will work in Black Ops 7 or not? I assume not.
I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. And I don't regularly play these games either, so I don't know what they've done traditionally in the past. I'm not sure. But the game looks good. It looks good enough, doesn't it?
It looks really good. The best thing. The campaign looks fucking silly in a good way, and it's fully co-op.
Yeah, like up to 3 players. So that sounds brilliant. Oh, sorry, 3 other people, so I guess 4 players. Yeah, but that's because I've heard before this, they were like, maybe it's a rumor at the time, and that's been confirmed about this. But they're like, oh, maybe they're almost doing like a bit of a DMZ from Division, But it feels like it's just literally you can play a single player with your mates. So that sounds like it might be, a laugh.
Keen. Sounds like a stream.
We'll see. Like Sekiro is getting an anime. I think, Matt, were the only one that were properly into Sekiro, weren't you?
Yeah, on that was just so bloody good, so good. Like it was my favorite in terms of combat. It was so technical, and I said I've often gone back and watched me doing the final boss again, because it's just brilliant. I love that game. Yeah, I mean, on occasion.
I mean, I would too. I'm not taking the piss out of you.
Yeah, because I mean, I struggle with that game like I did most of the Souls games, but something about the combat of that just felt so good. It felt like it had to be so quick, so on the nose. That's why it took me about 40 years to finish. But brilliant. The final boss is incredible.
I sort of love the idea that you're sitting down one day and you're going to go, just going to put me on again in the final
Let's do the Matmo Mega compilation, 16 hours. Me going, how do I pause this? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I necessarily want to go out and watch a Sekiro anime. I'm sure I haven't watched a lot of anime anyway, and there's probably lots of others I should watch first. But it's cool that they're doing this and bringing out this kind of stuff, like games we know and love, but in a new format for new audiences. That's awesome.
Cool.
I mean, I'm not really a Crunchyroll person, but hey, anything with more Soulsy stuff, and if it's anime, sounds good to me.
Not the most not the biggest game announced, but I did want to talk about it. Lego Batman is coming, and the reason why I want to talk about it is I genuinely think this is one of the worst trailers I've seen for a game for a long time. Like when they said, Lego Batman's coming, and I thought, oh, right, cool. So they're expanding what they're doing with Lego games now. It's not just like a basic Lego game. You've got the comedy that's been built up around Lego Batman anyway through the films and the Lego movie. And, then you've also got the fact that you could make like a open world Gotham City style game in the sort of Lego. The open world stuff they've done before, certainly in the Incredibles game that I played, was actually pretty well done. So I was thinking, oh, shit, I may be interested in this. And I just thought everything about it was terrible. Like, they had one of the jokes they used in it, Sean, was want to get nuts, right? So this is Batman saying it to Joker. Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. And Joker says, I'm allergic to nuts. And then it moved on.
Brilliant.
And I'm like, what?
That's not even a joke. He's got an allergy.
Yeah.
Which
But like you've got
isn't funny.
The tone and the comedy and everything about it set up for you. Yeah. And I watched this and it had none of it. And I was like, oh mate, I'm a little bit worried about this game. I don't know,
from what I saw, I was just intrigued by the fact that it basically looks like an Arkham game.
Yeah,
like, I think it's,
well, yeah,
it's also covering everything from like Origins. It's covering like the whole Batman Arkham kind of story, isn't it? Apparently, and some people are saying this it feels a bit more like the Skywalker. Was it Skywalker Collection? What's the Skywalker Lego game? Feels a bit more like that.
God,
then,
what did they call it? It was really good.
Okay, I'll check.
Skywalker
Saga, that's one.
Skywalker Saga. Yeah, no, that was decent enough. I mean, do you remember that game was like in some sort of weird development hell at one point?
It was. I think it turned out. Didn't I bet that it was never going to come out at one point?
Yeah, and it was announced like 3 days after.
That was one of your predictions, wasn't it, for the year?
And then, because remember that came out, and then there was the story about people being mistreated at TT Games, the developer, and Lego put out that statement that was weirdly threatening, because it was basically like, yeah, we just want to make sure everyone knows that we do regularly review who we offer contracts to, and like, it's like, wow, they might not get another Lego game. But clearly, because and that coincided with Lego sort of exploring more partnerships with other developers as well. So it's like, oh fuck, maybe TT Games aren't going to get another Lego license, but clearly they have, and I think this looks really promising.
One for you, Sean. Monster Hunter X Final Fantasy 14 crossover.
Yeah.
Not interested. Well, it seems like a weird one, doesn't it? So it is a complete crossover. There'll be characters that are in Final Fantasy 14 and also Monster Hunter Wilds. So we'll have Final Fantasy characters in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Not a Final Fantasy 14 guy, so it doesn't really mean a lot
but I think for a good percentage of people, this is going to be like, what the fuck?
To be fair, it's quite huge. Did you see the thing doing the rounds that was like, because it's the other way around as well, so there's Monster Hunter stuff coming to Final Fantasy 14. Did you see the thing doing the rounds that was like, here's how to unlock the Monster Hunter content
yes.
And it was literally like, play Final Fantasy 14, get to level 99, do this quest.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Basically, it was like, it had 48 hours to do it. I was like, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, probably leave it.
We had a season 2 trailer for the Fallout TV show.
Oh yeah, does it look good?
Holy fuck, does it look good?
Yeah, man.
It looks really good. Did you say you hadn't seen the season 1, Matt?
Yeah, I hadn't. I think Joe and I watched them 2 or 3 episodes and then stopped. But yeah, I know I need to.
Mate,
I haven't played the game,
really,
so
really
it's not like as much like a desperate need. But I hear it's so good, and
it's funny, isn't it? Because I think like you absolutely don't need to play the games. It really is its own thing. Which, to be fair, is what the games do anyway. Like they have certain aspects that cross over, but the games themselves are totally, there's no real crossover. Am I being stupid? Am I forgetting something major? But I can't remember anything from Fallout 3 being in Fallout 4.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they all sort of build on the same lore, don't they? But yeah, I don't think there's any sort of direct continuation. Oh, but Fallout 1 and 2, there's direct continuation there, but
right.
I
mean, new season set in New Vegas, not called New Vegas, but it's set in New Vegas. It looks amazing. I'm interested to know if Joe's going to watch it with me, because she watched that trailer and she was like, why am I watching all this horrible stuff? Because I made her watch like The Last of Us and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I see what you mean, but also look how fucking weird
that's video games, baby.
Love it. Yeah, get used to it, baby. That's what we do. Indiana Jones DLC is coming. The Order of the Giants, it's called. It's coming to PS5, Xbox, and Steam. No Switch. Did I get this right? I mean, I didn't see this. They also announced that Indiana Jones is coming to Switch.
Yeah, so it's coming to Switch. I'm not sure I can confirm about DLC for Switch. Yeah, but like the main game itself is coming to Switch 2 next year.
Yeah, I watched the trailer and it didn't it didn't say Switch at the end of it, so I don't know what the idea is.
I'm sure it will.
There,
it's just I guess they haven't confirmed exactly when it's going to come out next year anyway on Switch 2. So at this point, there's no point saying
Did you finish
it's
it in
only
the
on
end,
Switch.
Sean?
I didn't know. I'm on the last area, biome, country.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, no,
I enjoyed it.
I can't remember what pulled me away from it, but I was really enjoying it.
Cool. And what else? There wasn't too much else. There's a few more things. I mean, the one that's sort of relevant to the show is a studio. Now, how do you say this? Is it ZAUM?
It's Zauam.
Zauam. Okay. They've shown off their first game since Disco Elysium, and it's called Zero Parodies.
No, so I think this is another one, right? Didn't they already announce another game a few months
I didn't know
back?
that. Well, we saw this.
Might be the same one.
Yeah,
Look,
I think before it had a code name, and now we've got a confirmed title.
Okay.
Part of me is like, this is like watching a car crash, right? Because we know the fallout from that studio and the studios that have been built since then. There's also weird stuff going on, and everyone seems to be angry with each other. But all I will say is, if you remove all that, this trailer was pretty fucking good. I really like the look of it.
It was, and you know, we always say, regardless of what legal money stuff is going on, talented devs will be getting caught in the crossfire, and that's a shame.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
But I don't think I can bring myself to give the owners any money.
No, that's it, isn't it? I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's even going to be good.
Yeah.
And people will have different reactions to what the studio brings out next. They'll have their own like sort of personal reactions to it. All I'll say is that my takeaway from that was actually that trailer looked fucking good. Like it looked very Disco Elysium, and it seemed to nail the sort of tone of it without directly mimicking it, which is I think where they should be going with it. But yeah, we'll see how that one pans out.
This one describes like an espionage RPG, which sounds interesting.
It certainly had a lighter tone to it than Disco Elysium. Like Disco Elysium is a game. No, it's a game that you look at and feel that you need to have a shower. Whereas this, I think, is trying to lighten it a bit, but still maintain the sort of oddness of that universe.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it's set in the same universe. That's
another legal matter, I believe.
Well,
I think they're allowed to make
it's
another
just
Disco
horrible
Elysium.
Yeah.
And if anyone is listening and wants to know more, there's an amazing People Make Games documentary about this. It's like 2 hours, all about all the mess. And if you're not aware of it, it's quite a crazy story. It goes into all sorts of mad areas. So that's what I was watching. People Make Games about Zome or Zauam. Yeah,
because they've done a follow up to the original one that they did, haven't they? Because I always felt very awkward about the first one they did. I watched it and thought it was good, but then saw a lot of people smarter than me being like, no, they've missed the mark on a few things here. And so the new video they've done is Chris sort of addressing some of that. And yeah, I think that sort of self-reflection is really admirable. And yeah, the new video is really interesting. So
yeah.
Then there was sort of a bunch of trailers. Nothing really stuck out. I mean, you can add at the end if I miss anything, but the new Silent Hill F trailer. Am I mad about being worried about that game? Am I?
I think it's a surprise that it looks as good as it does, right?
And obviously given so who's developing this? It's not Bloober, is it?
Isn't this in house at Konami?
Yes, yeah. And obviously they kind of surprised everyone by.
I didn't think it looked particularly good. I think that's the thing. I sort of looked at it and I thought, I'm slightly concerned here. So we'll see how that one pans out. But I think James is looking forward to that. So
I thought all trailers have looked excellent. I love it's kind of like Japanese folk horror. It looks really good. But yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, I think we're kind of taken by surprise about how good the Silent Hill 2 remake was, because I think lots of people had low expectations of it. This looks great, but maybe I think it looks great because of the great reception of Silent Hill 2. But yeah, I think this looks excellent. I've
never been a massive fan, so sorry.
It's being developed by Neobards Entertainment Limited, who have done
my favourite developer.
Done a couple of Resident Evil spin-offs. So bit of a strange choice, but no, my understanding is that everyone's quite positive on this. So.
We've got Moonlighter 2, which has got a date of October 23rd. That I never really got around to playing. I played Moonlighter at a couple of events actually, and it's sort of the animation in it blew me away. But it's a sort of roguelike, farming thing that is never really going to be up my street. But it's good to see that get a sequel. New Outer Worlds 2 trailer. which again, not convinced by. I wasn't totally convinced by, but maybe I'm just being grumpy at the moment. But,
I did enjoy the line about not being able to sleep with any of the companions.
Yeah, I am quite looking forward to seeing how that game comes out, because I did like Outer Worlds, and I think it did suffer from being released so close to Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
So I think people sort of went into it going, well, this isn't the RPG I want anymore. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, but let's see what they can do. I think, hopefully Kingdom Come has sort of pushed that style of RPG forward a little bit, and let's see what Outer Worlds 2 looks like when it finally released. And the last thing I've got written down is a new Ghost of Yotei trailer, but again, not a game series that I'm particularly interested in, but I think I'm going to have to end up playing because it's such a big release this year. I know you're a massive fan, Sean. So
yeah,
did this trailer do anything for you?
Some mixed feelings about the first game, but basically really enjoyed it. And then stupidly, I'm looking forward to this one more because I really like Erika Ishii, who's playing the main character, and I didn't realize it's their voice and likeness as well. So it's really, because I know them from like comedy stuff, so it's really funny seeing them like their likeness being in this game where they're a cool samurai. So yeah, but because they announced, didn't they, that it's going to get, because the first game released as a single player game, and then later on they added this multiplayer component, and they're doing the same for this one. So in 2026 there will be a free update that's going to add this.
Is it Legends? Is that what it's called?
Yes, yeah. And I remember because James and I streamed a bit of it on the first game, and it was actually really interesting. It was sort of raid-esque mechanics and stuff. So you're like running around, sort of having to like spot certain enemies with like an aura and like kill them, and then run to a certain point on the map and activate something, and sort of weird little puzzles and stuff. It's really interesting. So keen for more of that.
Cool.
The two trailers I thought looked good were Unbeatable, which is that kind of rhythm action. It's a rhythm action game, which had like a cool like, anime style trailer. I mean, we saw this back at, I guess it was Summer Game Fest, and it looked awesome there. And published by PlayStat, comes out in... Oh, it's out now. Oh, no, hang on. No, sorry. This is followed by a new trailer for Delta Force, which launches today. Yeah, this comes out in November. So yes, it is a great trailer, looked cool as hell. That and also there was a Resident Evil Requiem trailer, which told us a little tiny bit more about like the main character, but nothing really. There was a little bit of gameplay, and then we know separately from the demo on the show floor that there's you're getting chased by people. So cool for me.
Cool. Anything else to have from opening night live?
Yeah, sorry. There's the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 trailer. Still no idea how to feel about this, because for those who aren't aware, so the first game was really well loved. It was quite broken. But yeah, there was like the writing was amazing. That did loads of really interesting stuff. But this new one's been really interesting because I can't remember who was initially making it, but it just went completely dark. I think development was more or less shelved at one point, and then it came out a year or two ago that the Chinese room are going to be completing development, probably restarting development. I don't know how much of the original vision is still intact. But yeah, really interesting, because this is going to be like a first-person action game with RPG stuff. Now, I really like the Chinese room, but this feels quite out of their wheelhouse, so I don't honestly know how this is going to turn out, but I hope it's going to be good.
Especially for a game where we know it's had issues of development and
exactly.
chopping and changing and developers and whatnot. But I haven't played any of the Vampire games.
They're mostly not very good, because this is
okay.
So basically, the Vampire the Masquerade is this tabletop role-playing setting, part of the world of darkness. And it is a big deal, but it's the video game versions have not always been fantastic. So
that's out this year. When is that out?
Yeah, it's quite soon, right? I forgot.
I mean, even in this Eurogamer piece, it doesn't even say about a date.
No, so maybe they didn't announce a date.
It says it finally shows signs of life. I'm going to check the trailer maybe this year. But yeah, it's a pre-order trailer, so it comes out October 21st. So
cool.
On to
Halloween. Woo!
Spooky. Spooky. Right, that was it. So should I get into the other stories? Are you ready? Do you want to hear the quote? He's
nailed it.
It's just like when James does it.
So similar, isn't it? Deck 9 developer claims that Life is Strange Double Exposure sequel is still in the works. What do we think of this? Because I'm not. Not. Do you want to hear the quote? Do you want to hear the quote?
I do actually want to hear the quote.
Lady Devhart, when talking about talking on Reddit about Deck Nine's next game, said, "It is Double Exposure 2 with a more likely release of 2026. Double Exposure 2 was part of Square Enix contract with Deck 9 for DE. It was not. It was never not going to be made." I don't know if that's true. Like, surely Square Enix have got the right to say, actually, the first one didn't do anywhere near as well as we wanted. So yeah, forget about having a sequel. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily true. I'd be amazed if it actually come out. I really would. I mean, it's no secret that we were not a fan of Double Exposure, and we were not interested in them continuing that saga.
No.
So yeah, not the greatest news story for the show, but you know,
but they had loads of layoffs, didn't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
So who's making it?
How many
people are left to make it?
How are they going to? So they already released a game we didn't like, then got rid of half the staff, and now they're going to make another one. I don't see how that ends well for anyone.
Yeah, nor do I. We'll have to see what happens, but you know, as you
I'll be blown away if one of these games actually does it for me ever again. Honestly, well, after this and Rage and Bloom, I'm
Rage and Bloom.
Bloom and Rage.
Bloom was
Bloom and Rage.
Absolutely shocking.
I guess it is. You know, the people who might do as Dusk Falls too, because that was great. But is that really the same kind of game?
Now, isn't it? That's yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's mostly the same kind of, you know, as Dusk Falls. That's
is that going ahead? Is that still being worked on? Do we know? Or?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously they teased a sequel, and the first one's so good. Let's hope they are. But that's kind of the only one of this type.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we officially know what the dev is working on.
Okay,
but
all right. I hope so, because that game was so fucking good. Of course, the biggest news to come out in the past week for most people is that Hollow Knight Silksong has finally got a release date.
Holy shit.
Sort of spoiled before because there were so many pictures of the booths before the before opening night live, so we knew it was going to be a big game of the show. But I didn't realise it was going to be as early as the 4th of September. That is
it's like 2 weeks away now.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And word from the development is that it was never in development hell. This is from the studio. The game took so long because Cherry Team were having fun building it. I
mean, that's what we want, isn't it? Like, that's.
I would love that to be true. I would love that to be true. Who knows? Maybe. I memean, the stuff that's come out about how everything they did and all the ideas they had, they wanted to put into this game, and that's why it took so long. I just, why stay silent for so long? I don't know. It's a
weird. It's easier to stay silent, isn't it? Isn't it easier to stay silent? Like,
you are probably right. Yeah.
Yeah. Say more. Like, just look. We'll go with our way. We do what we want, and you know, people can think what they want. But if you start talking and having comments, like, I guess I could say, look, maybe it'll be ready when it's ready, like a Valve quote. But yeah, if that generally is the case, and they've just thought, you know, saw this, we want to do it our way, and if it takes ages, then it takes ages. People are clearly excited about it. The first one did really well. We've got the talent, the people. Will take time. If it means no crunch, then fuck it, will take years. So that's what we all want, really, from these kinds of, you know, stories.
There's a couple of points of view I sort of sympathise with, though. There's people saying, for one thing, a lot of developers are like, oh fuck, we're now clashing with Silksong. Right. Some are moving release dates and stuff where possible, but for some that's not really going to be an option, and they might just get ignored now. So that's the thing. The other one is they're not giving out any any pre-release review copies. Because they said it would be unfair to Kickstarter backers, and also there was some sort of excuse about, oh, it's really difficult sending out keys. Like, yeah, but you could hire someone to do that for you.
Someone can
yeah, sure.
download keys and put it on a spreadsheet and send emails.
That used to be a red flag, right? And it's just not anymore.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think it's cause for concern. But what's worse, giving a journalist 2 weeks to smash through it and then try and write a review, or all journalists getting it on release day and just as soon as you can file it, the better. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I do feel like the quality of criticism will suffer for that. But then, is it one of those games that's going to be so big and intricate that's like, we're not going to get the best criticism until 2-3 months afterwards? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then that can work in its favour against it then, because people are going to get that game and then try and rush through it as quick as possible to slap a score on it. Yeah, that is the worry. But
I think we'll see. Probably the better thing to do is for journalists to start playing it and generate a number of think pieces about different elements of it, and then in a month we'll have a review. I would have thought that's probably the best way to handle it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't played Hollow Knight, and I can imagine this coming out, reviews coming out, say it's 9s and 10s. I'm like, okay, we'll clearly have to play this, or maybe I'll have to play it regardless. But having not played the first one, I wonder if that would be a mistake.
First one's an all-timer, man. It's the best.
Yeah, there's no...
I know, but it's quite a long game, isn't it? So there's no way I'm going to get that done before the second one comes out. And I don't think you'll need to.
I don't think it'll be like...
No, yeah, they'd be mad if it was like play the first game before the second game, because it's
fucking huge. First game,
it's huge, and also I think they're going to get a lot more interest this time round. Whereas the first one sort of come out of the blue for a lot of people. So, yep.
Just before we move on, is that now the last game other than Half-Life 3 that's had like a massive wait? Like, what else are we waiting for? We've had Duke Nukem.
We had Duke Nukem. We had Last Guardian. Now. Shenmue 3.
There must be another game other than Half-Life 3 that is like, where is it? I mean, I can't think of anything else. It's maybe just Half-Life 3 that's left now.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people asking for a Hollow Knight stream, Matt.
Do it.
Okay, what's next?
It'll only take years of your life.
I know. Again, yeah. But I want to play the second one. I mean, we'll see. It's a good idea. I mean, Hollow Matt. I do like the name. That's half the.
Night Matt. It doesn't work.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't work.
Really.
A lot of the puns haven't worked, David. It's just how can we crowbar Matt in?
I'm worried about them working or not.
Okay. The next story is that Elden Ring runs like shit on the Switch too. Apparently, this was being played at Gamescom, was it?
Yeah.
And they're saying it when you get into open areas, it really struggles. Although I did see this story. When is Elden Ring due to come out on the Switch too? Have they got a release date yet?
I mean,
I should know that.
Sure.
Should have done the research.
Yeah, you're the news hound. Oh, that's
that is my bad. That one.
Why are you telling us this?
I can hear him. In the back.
I cannot wait for James's feedback.
I mean. It's a hard one to judge because frame rate is usually tied up towards the end of development, from what I understand. So this
optimizations will continue right into the end. So
this could very much be an early build that people are playing, but they're saying it's really fucking ropey. And if anything, it's just like sort of put people off and raise concerns because it could. I mean, it was reportedly dropping to around 12 frames per second in open areas, which is.
Sick.
Which is quite bad. Which also, I kind of think is someone guessing. Like I saw that.
Yeah, no one's measuring
being used in a lot of articles, and I wonder if someone just said that, and that's just spread. No one's sitting there like plugging it into things to check frame rate or anything.
No, so Digital Foundry there have a stopwatch.
Like 11, 13.
The stopwatch and looking really closely.
I think that's how it works. I think that's how it 12. It's 12. Everyone.
Yeah, a stopwatch in one hand and one of those clickers that you see bouncers use outside of a nightclub in the other.
Well, that's what doctors do, isn't it? When they're taking your pulse.
Taking a
watch.
Yeah. I thought they were bored.
If the frame rate's bad enough, you could technically do that, right? Just click between two frames and then work it out using maths.
Okay, there's Sean there. Working things out using maths. We've also, the last story I've got for you this week is that Sony's only got a bloody raise the prices of PS5 again, and they fucking hell. So in the US at least, the PlayStation 5 is now $549.99. The digital version's $499.99, and the PS5 Pro is $749.99, which is a fucking insane price point to be at, isn't it? $750. And just for comparison, so the PS5 launched at $500, so that's $150 more than at launch, which was what, 2020, 5 years ago? Fucking hell. The digital version was $399, launched at $399, so it's $100 more for the digital version now than it was at launch. And then the PS5 Pro launched at $699, so that's an increase of $50 since launch. This is nuts, isn't it? We've never seen this before. And I do wonder if they were competing with if Xbox were competing, would this be happening? I do wonder.
Yeah, possibly not. Well, but then if Xbox, I mean, Xbox have also raised their consoles, so this isn't like a Sony only thing, you know. But no one's buying them anyway, so who cares? Raise it to like, you know, make it 50 quid. People still won't buy them. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's $100 and something extra, and yeah, I mean, like back in my day, David, when you bought a console on day one, it got cheaper. Not the same anymore. Not the same anymore. It's weird. It is weird.
It is.
My greatest thought isn't just this.
Through changes.
Oh, that's my favourite. It's my favourite Youngblood song, actually. Yes, it's the what?
Rage bait in there. Rage bait.
Someone of it. It's actually anyway. It's the fact that okay, it's a lot of money, and now I'm thinking, bloody hell, what the hell is PS6 going to be?
Well, yeah, and whatever it is, you better fucking buy one day one because it's only going to get worse.
I mean, if this is, I mean, it's gonna, we are looking at an 800 quid console on day one for a PS6, aren't we?
I don't know. I don't know if they can launch at that. I think the only thing they can possibly do at launch of the PS6 is to launch a Pro at the same time. I'm starting to think that that's maybe what they do. They release the PS6 and a PS6 Pro on the same day. The PS6 Pro is like 750 and then the PS6 is like 500. Like I can see that happening.
I guess
there's no way they can
but
release a new console at $750 because they need people to move over. They need people to migrate, and if it's that expensive, they're not going to get as quick of uptake as they need. Yeah, it's fucking weird. The future is
I mean,
grim.
it makes more sense to have the Pro a mid-gen upgrade. So idiots, I mean, not that I buy one, but maybe idiots like me, not me, but like me, would say, well, what PS5 now? I want the one like 2 or 3 years later. But so to do it on day one feels crazy. But I don't know. I can't see that happening. I think there'll be enough complications anyway with potential big price points for them. Also, I feel like they'd just go digital. If it's 3 years away, maybe it's still too soon. But they have a PS6 digital, PS6 Pro. I can't see that happening on day one.
Yeah. What is the maximum you'd pay for a new console, Matt?
That's a stupid question to ask.
I'm asking the wrong person, aren't I? What's the maximum you'd pay for a new console, Sean?
I mean, the max has got to be like 500, right?
Yeah, 500's tops, right? Yeah. That is the moment it goes over 500, I'm out, I think.
Okay, so it's £510. You're not going to buy one?
Oh, shut up, Matt.
I'm just...
Maybe.
Every man has his price.
Okay, interesting. So 500 quid wasn't the top. Okay, fine. 600 quid?
That's it for the news this week. However,
what do you mean,
I do have I've called it Turner's Talking Shit Zone rather than Farley's Fantasy Zone.
Let us hear the jingle.
I haven't got a trailer for it.
Oh, right. Should we just do the Farley's Fantasy Zone jingle instead?
Well, no. Have you done the jingle?
I haven't done a jingle, no.
Do you want to do jingle now live?
Yep. Turner's Talking Shit Zone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get that played in a fucking light gun thing. Turner's Talking Shit
Make that in light gun thing. What?
What's an episode title?
Make it in light gun thing. What does that mean?
That's not what I said, Matt.
Roll the tapes. Basically, you did say light gun.
Accent.
You said make it in light gun thing. People watching live? What did he say?
Play that in a light gun thing is what I said.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was the make or play. Those are the things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because one doesn't make sense, and the other one was a reference to when it was played at Laser Quest. Matt, keep up.
Play that in light gun thing.
So, there is a strong rumour going around that Forza Horizon 6 is about to be revealed, or will be revealed at Tokyo Game Show. And the destination for Forza Horizon will be Japan, which I think is fucking brilliant. Like, if they do
that is perfect.
I am so up for that. I am so up for it. So this all comes from our good old friend Nate the Hate. Well, in fact, actually, Nate the Hate just responded to Windows Central post. Windows Central put out on X, which if you go there, you need to have a word with yourself. That Forza Horizon 6 in Japan took you long enough, Playground. And then Nate the Hate said, this is accurate, barring any late pivots. I mean, Nate, listen, I know you're well respected, but barring any late pivots. Like the game's getting announced next week, and suddenly they go, "Whoa, Paris!"
Yeah, quick,
Change the signs. It'll be fine.
Change the language and all signs. Yeah, that's fine. No one's gonna.
So the intent is to announce. Nate the Hate said the intent is to announce Forza Horizon 6 at this year's Tokyo Game Show, which takes place in late September. The game set in Japan, making TCGS an apt venue for the reveal. Before you ask, no, I've not heard of a Switch 2 version. Okay, I wasn't going to ask, but there you go. And that's it.
Yeah,
that's all I've got for
that
you
sounds
this week.
perfect. I mean, I love Tokyo Extreme Racer on Dreamcast, and yeah, the idea of bombing through Japanese cities with all neon lights at night with the rain. I mean, that's just how I imagine a Japanese racing game to be. Yeah, that couldn't be any better. And yeah, the Forza Horizon games are great, obviously, but I'm like, where do they go next? But I guess if they go like tight racing in the Japanese streets, that'd be amazing.
I was going to say,
but there's bound to be like an open world component. So,
but yeah, I was going to say, it'd
Japanese
be interesting
countryside.
to see. Because like a lot of the locations in Forza Horizon 4, like were sort of a lot of those locations were like in real life are quite small, dense roads, little villages and stuff. They were all sort of spread out. The roads are huge, right? They don't feel like proper British roads because they're massive. But I think that's fine for the style of game it is.
Yeah, totally.
I
mean, look what they did with Mexico. Like 1 minute you were in the snow, and the next it was like the
it's like
desert and stuff.
Once you accept it's a theme park and not a perfect one-to-one recreation of a place, that's fine. So yeah, it'll just be interesting to see which direction they go with this. Whether, like Matt says, do they try and change the style of racing, or do they change the locations to suit the existing style of racing? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
We will have to see, and if my sources are correct. That's happening towards the end of September.
Look forward to playing it on PS5.
That's it for the news. I got through it.
Well done. No, you did really well, David.
That's fantastic.
Thanks, mate.
Love
you. Get loads of good feedback on that. Well done.
Appreciate that. What you've been playing. Should we get to what you've been playing? So we've all played 2 brand new games, and I finished them both. Did you guys finish them both?
I've not finished them both. I finished Herdling, but not Sword of
the Sea. Oh, interesting.
I finished Sword of the Sea, not Herdling. So
okay. Right, let's start with Sword of the Sea. Sword of the Sea is the new game from what's the studio called? I always forget. It's like Giant Squid. I almost called them Big Squid then.
Same thing.
Not quite as good. So Giant Squid, obviously, of the is it a Phoenix studio? Was it the Journey developers? They weren't called Giant Squid at that time, were they?
No. So it's a different developer, but it's some of the people from that game company who made Journey. Yeah,
that's
so
right. That game company. Yeah. So
they did Abzu, which I liked, but I was like, oh, you're just trying to keep doing Journey again.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I'll say I liked it a fair bit. It wasn't amazing, but I knew it was more it's like kind of Journey, but not quite. It's Journey from Wish, but it was it's enough. It's good enough. I enjoyed it.
And then they did the Pathless, which was I didn't really get on with.
I didn't bother that at all. Actually, I saw it. I was like, it's not really.
Yeah,
it felt too frantic for this kind of game, which I like. I prefer the calmer stuff. It wasn't really for me.
Yes, didn't really get on with it. And then now they've brought out Sword of the Sea, which I mean, Dave and I were talking about this. I think Dave's right in saying that it's kind of mad that they are just trying to make Journey again.
Yeah, it is weird, right?
But I think that this feels like a much more honest, yes, we are trying to make Journey again.
Without the interesting multiplayer mechanics that made Journey so special, right?
Yeah.
No multiplayer. Yeah, it's a Journey game where you play a dude with a sword who can surf on it on sand and turn that sand into water at certain points. I feel like the outlier on this game because I've seen such buzz around it. And if I'm honest, my takeaway was it's good and it's fun enough, but it's nowhere near as good as Journey. And when you're going for it to try and make another Journey, you need to at least make it as good, if not better. And I just didn't get that from this game at all. I thought it had some incredible moments. There's some really stunning scenery. There's some nice art direction. I think it's admirable to see how much they can sort of explain to the player what they need to do next without explaining to the player what they need to do next. A lot of it is big open areas, and you should be going in there going, well, what the fuck does the game want me to do? But you know exactly what to do.
Yeah, it's just great level design, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. My only problem with that is that when you get to the bits that you're supposed to do, I'm like, oh, I press a button. Like there's no
puzzles, is there?
No puzzles or anything like that. It was literally, oh, if I press a button here, something happens, and there's another 3 of those next to it. So I just need to go to similar shaped buildings and do the same thing. So yeah, if you're looking for a puzzle element, if you're looking for something to really sink your teeth into and play, then this isn't really the one. But for what it does do, it's a really good way to spend a bit of time. It's only like 2
it's
to
like
3
a
hours
really
long
great kind of abstract ethereal experience. It's just I loved it. I way prefer this than Abzu. I think mostly because Abzu was fine, but I wasn't like the like being underwater and stuff. Abzu was okay, but this just feels great to surf around on your sword, whether you're doing it across buildings or sand or water. It all just feels great to do. I mean, you can do tricks on your board, and you can upgrade.
How did you find the trick system?
I just didn't really bother. I mean, there's one bit where there's probably loads of bits, but one bit I found where to get they said if you get over 8,000 points in this one area, then you get whatever it was, some of those gold currency. I did that, but no, I mean, I did. There was one bit where I was trying to. There's like a half pipe. Yeah. And I was like, I had to go up like a quite high bit. It's like almost like a big U-shaped building. And I did it eventually, but I was like, okay, so pressing forward makes you go, but you're not going to press forward in half pipe because then you'll basically kind of almost miss the half pipe. So I was like, how am I supposed to really be getting the speed? And then anyway, I got there eventually. That felt a little bit finicky.
I think you stay in the half pipe unless you like jump mid-air to transition.
No, but I know what you're saying. So
in terms of building up speed,
it doesn't use momentum. Yeah, it doesn't use momentum. Yeah. So like when you usually play like a game that has a half pipe in it, you are building up a bit of momentum. Whereas in this, if you were to land and press the wrong way slightly, you just stop still. I think I think it's important to be able to allow the player to have full control and movement, but it also takes something away. Like it also takes that sort of feeling that you're not.
When you are like surfing around like a big area, you're like, oh man, this feels amazing. But then, as you say, like it is good that when there's a small contained bit that you have that really fine control over your movement. But yeah, it does mean you can be sort of swerving around all these sand dunes, and then if you let go of the stick, you just stop dead.
Yeah, you stop.
Which is a bit strange. I think the it looks incredible. I love the way it looks, and
so many bits, and not just graphically, but it's like the like these huge expansive environments. There's a few bits I was like, holy shit, this looks great. Yeah. Just and like you see like a huge thing in the background, or like the way the sun is, or the water. I mean, like the water transparency looks amazing. Yeah,
I was going to say so like when Dave mentioned turning the sand into water, the way that looks is incredible because it's not just this sand is blue now and it looks like water. It's like you are looking down into the ocean, even though 2 feet off to one side it's sand again. Like it's really hard to describe.
I don't think it plays on that enough, though, Sean. To be honest with you, like the best part, I don't know if you've got to the ship bit, but that was like genuinely stunning, that bit. And I thought, this game could do with more of that. Like I really appreciated the first time it's it, and it was like opening a curtain really and seeing a world behind the curtain, and I thought that was great. But like for that bit, I was like, well, you didn't take advantage of it enough. I don't think so. It was a little bit, but like I don't want to be overly negative. I hate being overly negative about games that I quite enjoyed. You know, it's just I was blown away at how many people absolutely adored it. I just didn't quite get there with sort of the same.
Yeah, I'm definitely in that group. Definitely in that group. I loved it.
Soundtrack. So it's Austin Wintory who famously did Journeys and a lot of celebrated soundtracks. I've got nothing from the soundtrack in this.
Oh, I think it builds. I do think it builds throughout the game. Like there's nothing properly memorable, but in my head, and I haven't played Journey for a long time, there's nothing really memorable in that either. I could be wrong.
Oh, I think like the main theme from Journey really sticks with me, and there's a couple of other pieces from it that
I think the music was nice. I wasn't like, oh, holy crap, the music.
It's not unpleasant.
But it worked with a piece that along in concert with the visuals. I think it was really, really awesome. I think Yeah, you're right though. Not memorable, but definitely added to it. But yeah, I thought the whole experience was just like lovely. I mean, it took me like 3 hours 20, so not terribly long. I mean, some people I imagine will do it in a lot shorter. But and I didn't bother going for all the collectibles. There are loads of other collectibles and loads of upgrades you can get, and you get kind of like spin moves, grab moves. I got a couple of them, but after a while, I wasn't going to like find.
You can.
I wasn't going to go around find 2,000 of the gold currency. I didn't actually want to do it.
How many upgrades did you get?
I got 3 or 4. The last one I got was drop.
I got that. Yeah, that's when I went. Oh, I think they're running out of ideas.
Yeah, I'm good now. But I think there were like 6 or 7 to get. I was like, I'm not going to bother getting. And I didn't need to be stopping. I was enjoying the flow of the story and like going from one location to the other and finding out what's happening in this world. I wasn't going to I'm now going to stop and collect loads of things. I did that for one bit. But I was like, they kind of got in the way of the flow for me. So I was happy just to be taken on with the story. And
well, I did. Speaking of the story, I didn't really get on with the story at all. Like there was nothing like. There are moments where you get these poems, like they're these like poem bits that and none of the poems stuck out to me. I was like, fucking hell, this isn't particularly well written, but you know,
the gods made
they're kind of abstract.
The gods of the sea made a sword, and it was cool as hell. And
they're all kind of like you know, that kind of thing. But all it did for me was I just set up the next section. You know, like when you saw
usually a bit of a hint about what's coming up.
Yeah, when you saw a creature or this or this is. It was saying that in a different way, but I wasn't like it was bad writing. It's just a style of writing that doesn't really do much for me, but it worked in this style of game. Yeah. But I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was better than Absu. You know, there's a couple of little nods to Journey, which I thought was nice. And
I think it's fine that it reminds me of, you know, when you go to Aldi now, and if you were to hold up Aldi's like Mars bar knockoff and be like, they're blatantly trying to rip off Mars bars. You're like, yeah, so fucking obvious. Who cares now, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this and Journey. It's like, yeah, they're trying to make a new Journey, and I think that's fine. Especially because like that game company, you know, seemed to still just be adding stuff to Sky, Children of the Light, which is an okay game, but I still think it's amazing they didn't get more flack for like their follow up to Journey being Journey on mobile with microtransactions. That's insane. So I'm quite happy for another dev to sort of try and carry the torch, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Journey was great. More Journey games good.
There is part of me that goes, because it's not like a Journey is a style of game, right? It's a sort of action adventure game and quite a basic one with some really neat ideas. And I do kind of think, well, okay. Try another type of action adventure game rather than the one that you keep. Yeah. There is part of me that goes, are they sitting there going, should we try something different now? Like, because I would genuinely love to see it. I think
to be fair, the Pathless was a bit of a departure, and then I think they're sort of now going back to the Journey.
Okay, back to Journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you've been quite negative over a game you like again, but I just to reiterate, I thought it was great, and
I love what I've played so far.
3.5 hour experience, lovely, taken away, swept away with it. Yeah, I can't ask for much more really. Good.
It got me to sign up to PlayStation Plus, which is a
fantastic
service.
It got me to upgrade mine too.
It was the same as Game Pass. Do you remember that phase with James? That was weird.
There is a lot of stuff on it. I was pleasantly surprised. Like the fact that like Cyberpunk's on it. It's like, oh shit, fair enough. Not that I'm going to play it again on PS5.
No.
What I did find weird, because I know I sent you guys a voice message about this, so apologies for the repetition, but I was on the PlayStation Store on my computer, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy Sword of the Sea, and then it was like, aha, you've added this to your cart, but if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus, that's part of the deal. And I was like, do you know what? All right, fine, I'll do it. But then when I got to the checkout, it was like, right, PlayStation Plus sub, £36, whatever it was. And then it was like, Sword of the Sea, 20 quid. And then it was like, discount, 20 quid.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not buying the game. I know I'm not, but this fucking looks like I am for free. Like, it's very, I'm kind of surprised they're allowed to do that.
But that's how they've always done it. Like, every time I, add a one of PS Plus games to my library or whatever, it just, I get an email like, thanks for purchasing, this $0. I mean, that's just how they do our transactions, clearly. Yeah, I had to upgrade my
it's not the
PlayStation Plus
same
for a year.
Because I know there's the PS Plus stuff that you do add to your library as long as you're subscribed, right? But that's different to the stuff that comes and goes from the service. I think is that right?
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
Very weird. But
right.
yeah, I've had to tell PlayStation to stop fucking emailing me. It's been ridiculous ever since I got the console.
It could be worse. I've got like 2 weeks left on my Game Pass Ultimate at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
It's doing that thing again where like I can't play. Like I load a game up and it goes, well, are you gonna sign up for some more? And it's like, mate, I'm paying for this bit of the service.
Yeah.
Like, why are you badgering me when I'm already paying for it? Like, if it was the day it was going to fuck up, then fine. But
what's especially strange is now that my Game Pass sub has run out and I've not renewed it. Like, before it ran out, I always felt like on the Xbox dashboard, it was usually pretty high up on the list of things. Was like, here's what's new on Game Pass.
Right.
That's gone. Well, surely this should now's the time to show me that shit. So like, oh fuck, I better resubscribe. So I don't really know what the thinking is there.
Bizarre. Oh well. Right. Can we have a 1 minute break?
Yep.
Just a 1 minute break. Keep rolling.
Right.
I just got to go and do that.
No worries. He's going for a wank, I reckon.
1 minute.
Yeah. As long as
Impressive.
As long as he's planned out what he's going to think about or look at.
Oh god. Okay. We've spoken too much about this. Yeah, I thought Sword and Sea was great. I
really enjoyed it.
Those kind of short experiences, just you swept along with it. That's nice, isn't it?
It is.
Enjoyed that.
That's nice.
No worries about.
Hold on.
What? Go on.
I was going to say, how's everyone in the chat doing? Phil says best Will Smith song, "Summertime." Right?
I don't know many. I mean, what did you say?
"Summertime."
Yeah, that's one. I mean, Wicked Wild West. I mean, that's this one, isn't it? I think that's the official title.
I suppose we can include ones from films, right? Men in Black theme.
Yeah,
banging.
Men in Black's banging.
But then that's what does that samples something else, isn't it?
I mean, I'm sure they all will.
Yeah. Favorite game controller. It's probably the Xbox Series one. Did I tell you I've ordered that rare 40th anniversary one?
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I decided to do it. Well,
is that like 70 quid like all other ones? Or is
it is 70 quid.
Bloody hell! I will only buy a pad if my one dies. I'm not buying like a special.
I've bought like 2 custom Xbox controllers, and the sticks have fucking died on me or started drifting.
Really?
I could replace them, but it means soldering. It's not like with Joy-Cons. At least it's just a ribbon cable, right? Whereas the Xbox controllers, it's a solder.
And they're out of warranty.
Out of warranty. So yeah, I'm not paying for another one without Hall effect sticks. So yeah, I'm getting the 8-bit dough one. It's fucking Darren Gargett's fault. He got it, and he was posting pictures of it in the Discord, and I was weak.
Oh, that's classic Gargett. Can't believe he's done it again.
What should Matt stream? Ben says. Hollow Knight's too long. I mean, I can't choose what I should stream, right? So I've got no business telling Matt what he should stream.
Yeah, I mean, I've been nervous, but yeah, I fucking love streaming at one point. I was doing, I mean, I could have done it every day, and I did at various points. You know, I got up at 7 a.m. to do a Destiny 2 stream for hours. I don't know why, I just loved it. And then I stopped, and like work was horrific at the time, but I'm in a much better place now, so it's not outside of the realms of possibility. And I know I'll do one. I'm like, I fucking miss this, and I miss the people watching, and blah, 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 you know.
It's tough because they say about what you should be doing, and then you'll be done again.
Yeah, and I'll get upset. And I'll say, I'm not going to do it anymore, guys.
It's just tough, isn't it? Because there are games that you stream, and you think, I'd have enjoyed that a lot more if I wasn't having to commentate or talk as I was playing it. But then there are games where like, I only enjoyed that because I was streaming it, or do you know what I mean? And it's hard to know which is which.
Another thing, and just, you know, basically nothing beats the high or rush of a Souls game, personally. You know, I was always trying to, you know, I streamed Bloodborne and Sekiro. I think it's just them two I did. I played Dark Souls. I think I didn't stream it. Did I stream Dark Souls?
I think James did all the Dark Souls, didn't it? Or some of them.
Yeah. Did I do one? I mean, Jesus Christ, my memory. It doesn't matter. I streamed a few and I enjoyed them. But like, there's always, you know, finding that rush again, that hit was always difficult. You know, because I did a bit of Mario, wasn't really, you know, did some little bits here and there.
Yeah.
So
there's also the trap of like,
bad timing for that.
If you stream something and you really enjoy playing it, it's like, oh, now I've committed to only playing this once a week for an hour.
Oh yes, Ben. Of course I did a DS one because I summoned for Honesty and Smoke. So I streamed Dark Souls 1 and then Bloodborne and Sekiro. So yeah, it's hard to beat the rush of them. But maybe it shouldn't be about that, you know.
No. Should we get back to it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. The other game we've been playing is Herdling. I'd never even heard of this until Sean pointed this out. Until Sean pointed it out in the WhatsApp group this week. It was, I mean, do you want to describe it? Because this was on your list of games for the critics thing, right, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we should talk about the developer briefly, right? Because this is from Okomotive, who made Far Lone Sails and then Far Changing Tides.
Oh my god, how funny! Because I didn't know that, and when I was playing it, I was like, "Oh, this feels very Far Lone Sails."
Yeah, you can totally tell, can't you? The concept art, the art in the background, and
yeah. Yes, we were huge fans of the first game. I think we all enjoyed the second, but not as much, right? It was. So I think.
I know. I hated the second.
Oh, you hated it? Okay, fine. I liked it, but some of the puzzles were a bit fiddly and led to me sort of thinking, I must be doing the wrong thing, and then backtracking for no reason. And
I liked it, but it was nothing patched on the first one. But the first one was a total surprise because you just nominate it for a game of the year, and we're like, oh, what's this game? So that was lovely. The second one was like, I'm glad I played it. I'll say I enjoyed it, but it wasn't as impactful, no way.
Yeah. And then then they announced they're doing this game, Herdling, which is so the Far games are sort of 2.5D, so they're side on, so mechanically they're 2D, whereas this is full 3D. You're a kid herding around these big woolly creatures, and from trailers that was kind of all we knew. There was sort of implied like getting out of the city and going out into the wilderness with these creatures. We kind of didn't know anything more than that. So I finished this. Have you guys?
I have also finished this.
Oh, you've also finished it?
No,
okay.
I'm only on chapter 4.
You knew more about it than I did. I knew nothing about it, and I didn't want to watch any trailers or anything. And it was quite funny. My initial reaction to it was pretty funny because at the start of the game, you wake up and you walk into this place, and there are like sort of crates in this sort of park, and a huge like sort of woolly creature that's marching left and right.
Yeah,
I played it like a stealth game at the start. I was trying to hide from it. Yeah, so when it walked past, I was crouching behind the thing, and I was like, well, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I fucking hate stealth. Why am I playing?
How do I tranquilize this thing?
Because it's implied that this creature has done some destruction, right? There's stuff broken, there's a car's been flung into a lamppost or whatever, and it's implied that it's dangerous. I think that's fair.
I gotta say, I fucking loved this. I thought it was really good.
I think it's rubbish.
Okay, brilliant. Right, let's get to this then, because firstly, like the mechanic it uses is probably my least favorite mechanic in any fucking video game. Herding in video games is always infuriating for everything from the Mario Odyssey, which is an almost perfect game, and the herding in that is terrible. Even the stuff in Red Dead Redemption wasn't that great. But so initially, I was playing this and thinking I should hate this because I hate this mechanic, and it's not doing anything easier with that mechanic. It's doing the same stuff that we've seen in other games. But I don't know. I think what it is that I sat back and I just soaked in the atmosphere. Like, I think the score's really good. I think
the score's amazing,
and the
visuals. Just on the herding, I'm only like an hour in, if that, on chapter 4. I thought that was really, really well done. Like, but if you hold down right trigger to direct them rather than because at first I thought, okay, I had to go left of the herd and hit, I think it's right trigger or whatever, and then go to the right. No, you can just hold it down, and you have this you have it, and I thought that felt really, really delicately done, really, really well done. I thought, man, this is not a night.
Wait until you do some of the later bits.
Okay, I had up to 4 of them, and I was like, this is great. I'm holding down the right trigger. I'm going, through things which they can't touch because they'll get hurt. And I was like, this is a really, really nice way of doing it. It was fun. It was satisfying. I was like, okay, this is way better than I thought it would do. If I was like, okay, no, left, go left, no, go right, and it made herding. I only got 4 of these guys in a moment. Made herding 4 of them nice and easy, and I thought, this is really well done, actually. I imagine it may get complicated, and but I like the fact you can either hold down or you can do like little by little, delicate.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't get complicated. It just there are things you have to avoid, and there are bits where those things you have to avoid are really obvious in front of you, and then there are bits where those things you have to avoid just fucking appear really suddenly in front of you, and then you've got to dash around and be like, no, I didn't get caught out by any of them, but I was just like, I just didn't enjoy it at all.
I think what it did for me is that
well done.
I think what it did for me is that I loved, like, I ended up loving what they call calicorns.
Calicorns, yeah.
I ended up loving each one of them. You know, I sat there with Charlie playing.
They don't do anything.
No, but I think obviously the big part of it is the name. You know, like you get to name them whatever you want. And I kept asking the boys what to name them. So I had like Frank, Clive, Tim. We called one I don't know because I asked Harry what I should call him, and he said, I don't know. So I called him I don't know. And then Harry was like Charlie was like, oh no, I don't know's got like twigs that you need to clean him. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll go clean him. And then you feeding him. Yeah. Like it does nothing special in the way of making you go, oh, I'm really looking after these animals, because you're not. You sort of, when the colour goes, you feed them. When when they've got red on them, you've got
you can pet them, but what for?
I think you get their
it can charge up their speed boost thing, yeah.
But also doesn't it give you information in the My Herd section?
But what does that do?
Yeah, I didn't really understand that either. It's like playful.
It's like, oh, this one's brave or affectionate. So what?
I don't know, but I guess I bought into it and you didn't. Like, I think that's what it is. I think if you buy into it, like, especially when you're
convince yourself things are happening that aren't actually happening.
Well, no, it's like you get to name them yourself. You get to make like a
what did any of the creatures do to make you go, oh, that one's different?
It looked different. And that was it. That's all it needed to do.
And you're looking out for his cheeky personality.
You're not wrong, but
they don't have any personality. It pretends they do, but there's nothing to separate them.
I don't think it pretends they do.
It does, because it gives in, like you say, you go to your herd screen. It's like, oh, this one's brave, this one's affectionate, this one's. It's like, what? It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. Yeah, but you say that, but Charlie and I were both like really like I don't know was our favourite, and then we would talk about Clive going off and getting frustrated that Clive kept wandering off, and then having to get him back to the campfire. Like, he was the one that was going.
But
missing.
You just press a button to summon them all to the campfire.
I know, but that's the same with every fucking game?
So what does it matter that it this one wanders off? It doesn't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't like it. Is that what you want, Sean? Is that what you want?
I just feel like you're not. I don't know. I'm not hearing anything being like, oh, right, fair enough. I just thought it was so. I thought the whole thing was so. Like, the puzzles are basically non-existent. It's like, find the thing to push that has a big handle on it that looks like all the other things with handles on.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't do anything puzzly.
No.
Like, considering that the Far games were all about like, right, you're in this ship and there's all these like little systems and stuff, and you've got to figure out how they all work, and you're going to come across obstacles in the world that make you think, oh, right, shit, now I need to use this bit, or I need to do this. I need to run between these two bits of the ship and do this, that, and the other, and really engage all these systems. Whereas this is just like, just move the guys forward. Oh, avoid the things for 3 to 4 hours.
But when I was avoiding, this is the difference. I think when you buy into it, and like when you're invested in it, those bits where it's like avoid the things, I'm like, fucking hell, I'm not letting Catherine's not getting.
No, and I was the same. I didn't want any of them to get hurt, but at the same time, they were just a mass to me. I didn't get anything from any individual.
Did you
name nice bits? But there's some of the ones you rescue, especially there's one later on. You probably know the one I mean. It's really touching the way you add it to your team, the way you find it, and the way you add it to your squad.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay,
High five.
I'll message you afterwards. There's one of those that's really nicely done, and actually, I'll say again, it is beautiful to look at. Bit framey on the PS5.
Oh really? There was a framey bit towards the end, but nothing too bad. Like because the bit ends that big fast bit, and I sort of thought, you can see it struggling here. Yeah. And look, I will say that the ending is quite disappointing. I thought I was going to lead up to something massive, and it kind of doesn't. But I don't know. I just really we sat down and played it within 24 hours. Me and Charlie sat next to each other, and we were talking throughout it, and I just fucking love the vibe of it. I just really love the vibe of it. And yeah, it does nothing to really convince you that each animal is different from the other. And it doesn't do anything spectacular. I'm not saying this is a 10 out of 10 by any means, or even a 9 out of 10. But I'd be lying if I told you I didn't have like a really emotional connection with it.
Because Sean, did you name them, or did you just go for that? Okay. So you didn't go for that. I wasn't sure if that was like maybe a missing connection because you weren't naming them, but if you did, then
started out with family pet names, then did a couple of friends, and then by the end I just wasn't that bothered anymore.
Oh man, that sucks.
I was like, well, what's the point? It doesn't fucking matter.
Nothing matters.
It just
towards an inevitable.
Yeah, we're on a spinning rock in space. But it's just it forges a connection, doesn't it, to the
No, I mean, that's what I mean. I was at first I was naming them, and then after a bit I was like, this is doing nothing for me. Like,
I mean, I will say I had a connection, and I was just using the default names because I was like, I didn't think I was like, after Steve, what other names are there? There are no other names. Steve is the only name of anything ever, and so I gave them their original names. I didn't need to and that was fun. I was like, it's
I like it when you decorate the big fellas and they do that thing with their neck. They go,
oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love that.
I like that.
So did you get to the end without losing one?
Yep.
Did it kill you when it cut? Like, I was like, oh my God, thank God I didn't lose one. Because, like, there was one called Harry and one called Charlie because they both wanted one name. Could you imagine if one of those had gone? It would have been like...
So, lost as in can't be found or lost as in RIP?
I think you can... I think you can lose.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, actually, you should know going in, to be fair, because I thought I got all the way through the game and I was like, oh, I guess you can't lose one then. And then it come up, you completed the game without losing it. And I was like... Oh, okay. And also, I feel like maybe I missed a couple. I don't know how possible that is.
There's another achievement for getting all of them.
Right. Okay. So I think I must have missed a couple.
Maybe you missed the one I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Possibly. Oh, well, we'll talk after the show. But that's a shame. I thought this was... I didn't think it was a slam dunk that everyone was going... Like, this is not a game that I would recommend James Farley playing. I could see him getting very, very tired of this very, very quickly. But I really did enjoy my time with it.
I really like the bits where you're just bombing it down a field.
Yeah, that's cool.
Those are fantastic.
When you see a big open field is great.
And I will 100%, I'll revisit the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack's gorgeous.
Yeah, really good.
But I was really disappointed by this.
I didn't quite understand the dream bits because it was like you dream something and then it happened within the next 20 seconds of waking up. It was like, oh right, okay.
And there's a bit
that's dreams for you.
I can't really say because it'll spoil it, but yeah, there's a bit where you appear to be in some sort of peril and just nothing comes of it. And I was like, oh, right, okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that bit was a bit confusing. I should point out as well, I couldn't remember what it was, but in Sword of the Sea, that also had a peril section. And I was thinking, I bet Sean fucking hates this bit.
Is that the bit where it's like, oh, the fire creature is really bad? And then
it was lava. Yeah,
the lava bit, yeah. I died a couple of times that lava bit, so didn't need to.
Yeah, didn't need to
die really, but
it's a staple of these games, isn't it?
Yeah,
okay, so that was Herdling and Sword of the Sea, two games that have come out like this week and blitzed through. They're quite short. They're both about 3 hours long. I preferred Herdling, and it sounds like Sean prefers Sword of the Sea.
So yeah, I'm only like I'm on chapter 4. So is it worth me sticking? I mean, I guess Dave.
If you're enjoying it, by all means.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying it, then go for it. But just don't expect
to
do anything crazily different.
10 out of 10. Okay, got it.
Okay. Lee, any other game we got down is KCD2, which Matt wants to talk about again.
I mean, I haven't got a lot to say except that I have now pushed through and that I fucking love this game and that's all I want to play. I mean, it's really annoying. You're like, oh, should we play Sword of the Sea? You know, I mean, I was like, I didn't want to at all, and I still enjoyed it. And I didn't want to play Herdling. I just wanted to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yeah, I mean, I had played this for a few hours start of the year, and it came out, and then was having issues, and then I knew I have to go back to it for Game of the Year talk, and I want to see it. You know, I want to see what it's about. I went for like a Nando's with my mate Joe the other week, and he just couldn't stop talking about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking push through this game, and I'm glad I did. The controls are the thing that most basically give me the most grief. Now I've largely, still not 100%, but largely got the hang of them. I feel a lot
There's
better.
nothing funnier than being in the street and someone saying, "Pull your torch out, it's night," and then you get your sword out, and they're going, "Whoa!"
Yeah, not that. Yeah, yeah, and I'm just, I'm on the path. I know what I'm doing. When I was like getting annoyed by it, I was, dying and not starving, nowhere to sleep. Anyway, that's all covered. I'm good. I know where I'm going. Exploring is fantastic. I've got access to get to the wedding through the blacksmith route, but I'm now doing the miller route, which people say are worth doing because that also unlocks some other stuff. So I'm doing that. But I've still got after that, I've got the mutt thing and Tomcat.
He's not got his dog yet. You need your dog.
No, but once they're all done, then I'm going to go to the wedding. But this game is massive, and
look, trust me, you need to find the drunken dad before you go to the wedding. Like, that is such a huge part of the wedding. Like, it's really funny.
Is that a side mission specifically?
Yeah, you'll be in one of the towns and someone will say, "My dad's
because I've talked to loads of people, and they're like, if you keep conversation running with people, they're like, you can say, "Oh, is there anything else? What's happening around this area?" And then they'll say, "Well, I saw this random thing over in here, and then a little point goes on the map. I've got loads of them. I just haven't investigated yet because I'm doing all these things."
You've probably already got it. It's an obvious
maybe.
one.
Okay, I'll have a look after. I mean, I still think the combat is wank, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm sure when I upgrade, it will get less wank. But yeah, I love the world. I love the writing. It feels so alive, so expansive, and I've also barely begun. But I'm like 25 hours in, and I've done 2 missions basically. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, obviously the fact it can be 100. Feels like 100+ hour game is a bit overwhelming, but I'm in it now, and that's kind of all I want to play. And yeah, I think it's great.
Oh, I want to play. Yeah, it's really good. It's a very, very good game.
So how many? You're going to finish it, obviously, David. Yeah.
I don't think I am. No, and I've got no interest in finishing it.
How many hours have you put into it? Like 50 or something?
60, I think, 65, something like that. And I'm sort of, every time I load it up, which I have been, every now and then, I'll go, okay, I'll just do this mission now. Like, I'm not interested in progressing the main quest line. In fact, actually, the main quest line is interesting because it does some really interesting things. But I don't think it's the most interesting thing about the game. Like, I'm way more interested in doing these little side stories and wrapping myself up in like this group of people and finding out what they're all about, and then going on my own quest. And the best thing is when you talk to someone who's also done that quest and gone, "Oh no, my one went this way." Like, I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's already, even like doing I guess it was a Miller one. I want to talk to someone about it. I mean, I've talked to you briefly about it, David, but like, there's a decision about whether you save or you kill a certain person. I did it one way, and heard about other people done other ways, and I feel like that's interesting enough in itself.
Have you gone back to the old woman in the woods?
I've spoke to loads of old women in the woods. I don't know which one
that saves you at the start of the game.
No, I haven't.
At the start of the game. I'll definitely go back there, and there's loads of stuff. It's like, it should be on your map. Like, it was the first person that saved you, and oh my god,
okay,
all that stuff is brilliant too. Yeah, it's nuts.
Without spoiling anything, for me, it ended in the most sort of blunt, sort of kind of an anti-climax, but really bleak and stuck with me.
Oh shit! Did it end the same way as James Farley? Because James Farley sent me a picture of something, and I went, "What the fuck?"
Knowing James, possibly, yes. I know he's surprisingly reckless when it comes to these games. So
I think that might be it. Holy shit! Yeah, that game is good.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going for sure.
Cool.
Weirdly, I know I've mentioned pre-show. Visited Beeston Castle this weekend, and I was like, I could fucking go for some KCD2 after this.
Oh, mate, yeah. Every now and then I remember the song, and I'm like, I want to be in that world again. Just want to be in that world again.
The music is very good. Yeah,
it's good. Okay, that's what we've been playing this week. Let's get to questions. Sean, this is your part of the show. Please do well.
If you want to send us a question for some God only knows reason why, go to tcgs.co on your web browser. Codename Tommaso Gardino says, Buona tarde, signori, and maybe signora if you have one of your wonderful guests on. No, we don't. I have a question for you. What are some of your most dad-like behaviours? I'm talking watching a movie while standing behind the sofa, napping with your arms crossed, liking James Bond movies, primarily Roger Moore era, or being into model kits. I do all except model kits, but I'm looking to max out my dad meter long before I become one myself. Ciao, lads. I know I've said before, for me, it was developing an interest in public infrastructure.
Oh, yeah.
I love videos about trains and roads and shit.
Oh, mine is definitely watching Antiques Roadshow.
Oh yeah,
I fucking love it.
Into that now.
I love it.
Cool.
I'll sit there. I can't. And Joe's like, this is too much for me, David. I can't handle this. I don't care. I love watching it. Look at how gutted they are. And look, I know, James, if you're listening, you definitely, if you ever watch the Antiques Roadshow, I don't know if you do or not, you definitely watch it in the same way as I do. You hope that you can see them all excited, thinking it's going to be worth millions of pounds, and they go, unfortunately, it is a copy. It's worth about £10 at auction, or even better, when this is even better, when the person that's assessing it is excited and goes, this would actually go for £1,000 at auction, and even then you can tell that they thought it was worth like way more than that, and they go, oh great, oh I won't sell that then. And you could see the muscles in their face going, I'm absolutely fuming. Actually, I thought this was worth like 20 grand. Yeah,
this is interesting, because when I was at yours for I think it was like, it must be in the FA Cup final, and there was like, you had your vision on. I swear in the morning, yeah, you had it on the Antiques Roadshow, and it's like now I'm realizing you did it on purpose rather than like I was on that channel and we'll watch it because can't bother to change the channel. No, you just you had it on
because I remember you saying, "Oh, I don't really watch this," and I'm like, "No," and then to be fair,
yes, I
you
remember
got
how
into it because we were
were.
going, "How much is it worth? How much is it worth?"
I did get into it because of you, but I wouldn't knowingly find it on my TV. But
it's very, very good.
I mean, mine's just napping. Mine's just like, and I sleep with my arms closed. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, the thing is,
arms closed.
With arms folded, as it said, as arms crossed. There you go. I'm napping with your arms crossed. Yeah, as it said in the post. I'm sure I do loads of dad things. Obviously, right now I can't think, but I'm sure I haven't gone to models yet. I mean, I did. I was in like Tamiya model cars when I was younger, whatever. But I don't know. I'm sure there's loads of things I do, but I'm not like a regular dad. I'm like a cool dad. So no, I'm joking. I'm sure. The thing is, the fact I don't know means I do way more than I realise, and they're all horrendous. That's the concern. If I can name one, I'm like, okay, well, clearly that's a dad thing. The fact I can't means I'm horrendously embarrassing. So I'll ask Elodie, and I'll come back next week with some actual answers.
I still have to remind myself to shut up when, so today one of Isaac's mates was round ours. We had a day out, and then he came back to ours, and he was going like, "Oh, did you know apparently there's going to be a Minecraft 2?" And I have to stop myself. I have to stop myself from being like, "No, that's not true." Like, no one cares.
Yeah, I'm bad with that stuff.
Yeah.
You're making that up. Yeah, you're making that up.
He is making it up, but also it doesn't matter.
Do you know Eminem's going to be the lead character in Grand Theft? No, they're not. No, not.
Not going to happen.
No.
I mean, I did a dad thing at work once. I think Elodie might have been like 2 or 3 years old, and this one worked in the agency, and a work colleague gave me a book, like heavy, like a coffee table book to pick up, and I just instinctively pretend to drop it as if I was doing it for Elodie to make her laugh, and I was like, oh, I was like, fucking hell, I'm at work. What am I doing? I was like, oh, you made you. I was like, oh no, sorry, that's a total dad thing I did needlessly when someone handed me an object in the office. I'm like, oh. Yeah, what a prick.
All right, next question.
The next question comes from James Farley's Bonanza. They say, every time a boss appears and their name pops up in Donkey Kong Bonanza, a noise plays that reminds me so much of that transition noise from Channel 4's Peep Show. What things in games have reminded you of something weird, musical, or otherwise?
Yeah, it totally is that. It totally is that, actually. I never twigged, but that is 100% the Peep Show noise, yeah.
I think I said before, but in Octonauts on CBeebies, they use a noise for surprise. It's like a little orchestral doo-doo. And I'm pretty sure it's the same sample that used to be used in the Monster Hunter games when a monster spots you. So it used to give me a little anxiety spike whenever they
Yeah, I haven't got one of these. Like, I don't think there's anything in real life that I look at and I hear something and I'm like, that's from a fucking game. And when it is, it's like the obvious ones, like that's actually from that game, and it makes my eyes roll. Like when I watched the Halo TV, I lasted about 10 minutes into the Halo TV series and turned it off because it had all of them in, like within that 10 minutes period, as if to go, we've played the games. Yeah, we know the game. Boom.
We know.
So yeah, okay, all right. When you pulled yeah, all of that, I was like, oh, this is so fucking cringe, man.
I've mentioned this before, but it's still insane that I spotted this and was right. When I was at work, I saw an invoice.
I'm modest about it. That's what we
yeah. No, because it's not a cool thing to be right about at all. At work, I saw an invoice, and I realised there was a picture of some cows at the top of it, and straight away I was like, those are the cows that say "well done" at the end of levels on Earthworm Jim 2.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I looked it up, and I was like, yep, it's the same cows. And then I went and did some Googling and found the original stock image. So it's a stock image of some cows that you can buy if you want.
Is that you trying to... What was that thing? What was that thing that happened about 5 years ago where everyone was like, look at these cartoon monkeys, you can buy them for 10 grand? What was that?
Like NFTs?
Oh,
NFTs,
yeah,
NFTs.
That's it. Oh, yeah, like my apes.
All my apes gone.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to sell an NFT there, Sean. And I've got it and I own it now. So.
All my apes are gone. That was a great time actually to be alive. I mean, my answer is actually in Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's when Pauline goes... Well, she does I'm not going to do it. When she does a singing bit. Yeah, that was reminds me of Wicked.
What? No, that was Tarzan.
I'm not going to do it. That just reminds me of Wicked, when in Defying Gravity, where she does that bit towards the end. That's all I think of when... Wicked. I thought it was great. I loved it. I can't wait. Part 2 this year. Really excited about it. It just reminds me of Wicked, that bit in Defying Gravity where she belts out that bit at the end. So,
okay.
The end.
Brian Trouser says, Dear all, it was great to hear TCGS being mentioned on the Jeff Gersman podcast, episode 161 from 2 hours and 11 minutes, regarding Ellie Gibson's experience of having to apologise to Sony. I was wondering if you got any increased listeners from this mention, or if you ever noticed an increase or decrease in listener numbers following a shout-out that you could mention. Keep up the stellar work, and thanks for all you do. Cheers, Brian.
Can I answer this?
Go for it.
No, it's the answer.
No. Next question.
Absolutely not.
No for this one, and not enough people give us a shout-out. So no. The answer is no. Everyone hates us. I don't know what we've done. They don't give a fuck about us.
Historically, though, the biggest spike I've ever seen was when I was doing Joypod and we went on the GameSpot.
Yeah, GameSpot.
GameSpot
with Danny Dyer.
And then,
Danny Dyer.
Not Danny O'Dwyer. It was...
I thought that's what you meant.
Guy Cocker?
Yeah.
I remember Guy Cocker, yeah.
Just to be clear, you said Danny Dyer, Matt, not Danny O'Dwyer.
Yeah, because I think is it Danny O'Dwyer, Danny O'Dwyer? Anyway, I'll just say Dan in future.
Yeah, it's big Dan.
Yeah, I'm getting the name wrong. I can't remember who the hosts were, but they they propelled us forward big style. So we were on Play Radio, and that really boosted us. And then we were on the GameSpot UK podcast, and then we were top of the gaming podcast charts for like a month. It was crazy. So that was the biggest spike I think I've ever seen in listener figures in anything I've ever done.
Do you think it's
ever since
an issue of these days people's listening habits are so entrenched at this point?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Yeah,
like just getting a mention on a bigger show is not actually going to move the needle.
No, and also it was very in passing. It was very, episode of a computer game show that because it was an email into Jeff Gersman's show, so he was just reading that out. It's really hard to get a podcast off the ground. It's crazy, and a lot of that is because I could come on here and say, listen to this podcast, and it doesn't make much of a difference. It's
Especially, I think also if they actually listen to it, the computer game show is a podcast, I'll Google it. 466 episodes. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah. Not everyone has to listen from episode 1, Matt. People can jump on board.
You do because of the law. You do. If this is your first episode, you do because of the law. Okay.
Yeah, we should probably stop referencing stuff that happens in the first 10 podcasts because we tend to do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool here. Jeff Gersman mention us.
That was cool.
Know who we are. Doesn't mean.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
he
he said
doesn't.
our
I know
name,
he doesn't.
Sean.
Don't get Sean about. Don't get Matt Murray about it. Do you remember, Sean, when we got the someone sent this in? Was it Kurt? I think it was
I think
Kurt.
it was Kurt who got
sent in the video of Master Chief, the voice behind Master Chief, shouting us out.
You see, I was on Matt's side with that.
Yeah, I
didn't
knew.
mean anything.
I thought you were because you were both like really odd about it, and I just thought, yeah, but it's like Master Chief's voice talking about the podcast. Yeah, but it was on Cameo, so it doesn't count. And I'm like, but yeah, it does because it's still him. Like that's mental.
Yeah,
No?
I mean, he said it, but I'm not getting a buzz out of it because he just literally was paid to say some words.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I guess
But
it's
who
cool.
cares?
But
Like, who cares?
well, no, because someone says it off their own back. That feels cool. It doesn't matter who says it. That's
but
great.
It was for me. It was the voice of Master Chief saying, "Thanks for living it, guys." Like that isn't that mental?
You can get AI to do it now.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
We'll go and get
Oh
AI
yeah, so
to do it.
Sean, he loved it because he said his catchphrase. That's
Yeah.
basically
that's
why.
true, yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing.
That's why.
He said this is a shout out to Dave and his pals
Yeah,
Matt, Sean,
I
and
know.
James, and you got
How about
really
you fuck
upset
off?
about it.
How about you fuck off, all right, Mr. Halo Chief? Ridiculous.
Matt, you've got
Does he
to
Mr. Halo
remember
Chief?
that-
I must be. Did I say Mr. Halo Chief?
You did say Mr. Halo Chief.
I think I just said Mr. Halo Chief. So that's
Okay,
the
well,
episode
that's
title.
the new episode
that
title.
might be this
Mr.
one.
Halo Chief is
Yeah,
I
definitely
must
the
be
new
tired.
episode title.
Mr. Halo Chief.
I will say, Matt, you do have to remember that I stuck by you after Morali, and I didn't you
Yeah,
have a
that was
section on Joypod called Dating Tips for Geeks or something? Dating Tips for Nerds?
But I don't know. I don't think I
You
did.
We should
Actually.
bring that
I
back.
remember that.
I don't think we
Matt.
should actually.
Maybe
Sean.
bring that back, and every week it'll just be like, just treat them with some fucking decency, lads. Come on.
It wasn't just dating. I think wasn't it like Guide to Life or something.
I think it was something like that. But
It
your
was
first
more
one
than just
was
dating. I've got so many tips, everyone. I'm fairly sure it wasn't just dating.
I stuck
Anyway.
with you for all that now, so don't start thinking.
Yeah,
hey,
and look how big I've made this show. All right.
Well,
There'll be no Patreon without me.
It's true. He's right.
There'll be no lots of things without me actually. So I think actually you need to.
look,
getting a
I'm
lot
not
of this,
taking
David,
away-
and I
I'm
want a
not
lot of
taking
that.
away what you've done for the show, but you seem to
Thank you.
continuously take away what I've done for the show.
No, I've
That's
said
the sad
your-
thing.
I've always said, David. I've said you're really good. So what's
Remember
the
that
next
one
question?
time
I've always-
David led a section of the show? That was great.
Yeah, it
Mate,
felt
I
like it was
fucking
only
led the
today.
whole show for years. Yeah,
You have. No, there's no doubt about that. You've led the show for years.
Yep.
thank you.
Could we be bigger
Thanks.
if you hadn't? I'm just saying.
The answer is no. The
We'll
answer
never,
is
we'll never
no.
know. You
will
don't
know.
know that. You don't know
We
that.
will know. We will know.
Yeah,
I'll
but
tell you why.
Go on.
Sean
Tell you why.
has done. Sean's done it off his own back, right? He's created several successful podcasts, right? I've done it off my own back. So to create JoyPod and the Cool series and this, right? Matt, you did. What was it called? Interface.
It was okay. Yes, a bit of a mistake maybe to launch that a week before we launched this, but I was very happy with the 30
Podcast
episodes
where
we did.
you only spoke about Apple stuff.
Lots of other tech podcasts do that. I also talked about China.
There was the one
what else
episode where you
have I
spoke
done?
about China, and one episode where you spoke about someone was bitching about millennials, and you did a whole ep on it.
That was good.
That's one of our
That was
most
James
popular
talking
ones.
about Thatcherism and stuff.
Yeah, I was happy with that series, but yeah, just wrong timing. What else have I done?
No, the only thing
Okay.
people, the
Wrong
only
timing,
negative
what
thing
does that
people
mean?
say about millennials now is our socks. You heard about
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of angry at that because I like my little trainer socks.
this? Yeah, me too. I feel
I
weird
don't understand
wearing
why.
normal socks with shorts.
Yeah, I don't want to wear it. I'm
Look
not going to
stupid.
change. We are old, and we've
Yep.
got to accept it. It's fine.
Yeah, but I can still wear my socks high. I can do what I want, mate.
Yeah, I know, but you're only doing it high because a young person told you to do it. You wouldn't have done it if
'cause
they
that's-
hadn't.
Well, no, I see like a fashion. I'm like,
Oh,
well, I'm
Oh,
gonna
it
try that.
hurts when I see through the exterior.
Like, no, but what is wrong with that? It's like, okay, this is trendy, this is fashionable. I'll do that. What's wrong with that?
You're in your 40s. We're not supposed to be trendy or fashionable.
No, like we can now. 40 is nothing.
I don't
You know,
think we can,
50 or
mate.
60. You know, but even, you know,
know if we
40 is
can.
nothing. At least that's what I'm saying about it. It's nothing. I can do what I want.
40
mate.
is nothing is a very good episode title as well. You're just rolling them out at the moment.
Yeah, I can wear my socks high. Feel good in them.
All right. The next question comes from Carl Petrol.
Good in 'em. Carl Peters. Hello, Carl Peters.
He says, hey lads, just wondering if you could settle an argument. A friend of mine bought Forza Horizon 5 a while ago. He's amassed a good amount of credits. I went over to visit him and he bought a few cars. He bought a Subaru. I asked him what colour he would choose to paint the Subaru and he chose blue. We both agreed that the colour blue goes with Subaru. He then bought a Ferrari. We both agreed that the colour for Ferraris is red. He then bought a Lamborghini, and this is where we had a disagreement. One of us said that Lamborghini should be painted orange, and one of us said that Lamborghini should be painted lime green. Each arguing whenever you see a Lamborghini in a film. Each arguing whenever you see a Lamborghini in a film, they are painted this way. I personally think my friend is wrong. Ultimately, it's his game and his choice. But what colour do you think Lamborghini should be painted? Lime green or orange?
I mean, I'll be honest. I've never had an opinion.
I would say yellow. I thought yellow was the
I thought yellow as well
because yellow will go with the logo. But I will say when I started reading this, I thought orange, and then I read the rest of the kind of email. So I guess orange is my answer.
Yeah, but when I first started reading it, I thought yellow, and then read the rest of the email and went, oh, okay, it wasn't an option.
But I think lime green is another option. I would go orange myself, but I can see why.
Do you know what another option is? Blue or silver?
No, it's not Subaru, mate. It's not Subaru. You can't do it blue. Can't do it red either. It's not Ferrari. It's an option, but I bet they don't sell many of them.
I don't. What? Why did you go there?
I bet there's not many Lamborghinis sold in red or blue.
Okay.
I told you about, and I'm sorry, Tom, if you're listening. My brother used to own a Subaru Impreza. And once we were in the car with him, and he passed another Impreza, and they gave each other a little wave.
Okay.
I mean, that was adorable.
Yeah, but I do that with because I've got a Ford Fiesta which is a horrendously coloured blue. Like I've never seen anyone fuck up the colour blue as much as the Ford did when they released this Fiesta. Every time I see the same Ford Fiesta in the same blue, I give a gentle nod to the driver.
I love it when I see other people in the same car as me because my car is a Fiat Tipo. Do you know how many of them there are around?
Whoa,
not a lot.
It's about T-Po bro. Do you call it T-Bros?
T-Pros.
Yeah, or T-Pose. That feels like a James Farley car. Okay, one question, Sean. Did he call it a Scooby?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that's like a name for a Subaru, isn't it?
I thought it's not Subi, not Scooby. I don't know.
Nothing is Scooby. I think it. Oh, bloody, I'm going to embarrass myself if it's. I think it's fairly sure it's Scooby.
All the petrol heads are going to write in now.
No, it's Scooby. Subaru.
Scooby, okay,
right,
I'm not sure.
Scooby, you've embarrassed yourself there. All the petrol heads will be like, who's this? No, it's Scooby all the way, mate. Pure Scoobs.
Okay. All right, let's get off cars because we don't know anything about them.
No.
I'm going to get off cars.
Maria Mendieta says, Dear TCGS Kazooie, at the start of last week's podcast, David was chastised for mixing up his words. Recently, I found gaming worming its way into my vocabulary in all the wrong ways, with embarrassing slip-ups like calling the instrument a kazooie during a work conversation and spelling bonanza the way Nintendo recently chose to spell it. Have games ever altered the way you speak, either negatively or positively? Keep up the stellar work. Sincerely, Maria.
Only the way that me and my mates talk to each other when we're playing games. Because we are fucking idiots, and the whole idea is that, split fiction was split-io fix, and are you playing Reams tonight? That means rematch, or are you playing Thieves? It's like we never just say the normal words, and sometimes. So if you've got a character, if we're playing with a random. And that random is pointed out by colour. Like, so when you play FIFA and you've got a random player on your team, there will be like red or blue or whatever. And we go, that's Blueman, that's Redman. I've done that work tons of times. Like, which sample do you prefer, Dave? Oh, the Redman, definitely Redman. Let's go Redman. And then I think you fucking knobhead.
So I must have missed a lore dump. What's PC?
Oh God, this is the most bizarre one, right? So in our chat at the moment, me and Jay are going, are you up for PC tonight?
Yeah, I saw them. I was like, oh, what game is that?
Okay, right. So it's Call of Duty, right? But there's a long-winded way to get there.
I thought you were playing COD. I was like, how does PC even link? I was like,
we're playing a lot of COD at the moment. Yeah. Right, okay. So here's how it goes. So one evening, Jay and I were playing Call of Duty, And on the playlist, there's like tons of playlists that you can choose. There's tons of the game modes, and you select the ones you want, and you start.
Tons of the game modes.
Yeah, and one of them is you're in a tiny little map, and there's 20 of you or whatever in this tiny little map, and it is ridiculous. Like, you barely walk forward 3 paces, and things are blowing up. You die within seconds or whatever. And I just said, I said, I've put this in there because it's good as a palate cleanser. Like, you're playing through like normal COD, and then you get a silly game mode, and you don't really care about it, but it's just fun because it's so manic. So we called it a palate cleanser. And then that turned into, do you want a palate cleanser? You want a palate cleanser tonight? When we talk about playing COD, and then that's been reduced to PC.
Nice,
it's PC. Do you want PC?
Now I know.
So now you know that's how stupid and like shit me and my friends are. And,
yeah, but when we spend a weekend together, and like think, if I'm going home, driving home, I'm just thinking like, yeah, we've basically spent 40 hours not even saying regular words.
No,
there were pets for Trackmania.
So there are times where I turn my Xbox on, put my headphones on, and I think, what the fuck is Joe thinking? Because we'll get on and go, hello, Big G, being Big G, Big B, Big G, yeah, but PC tonight. It's good PC, QP. Look, what's it? The one Joe said. Why do you say NMKQP? Yeah. Right? And that means next match Carnen, quick piss. That's what that means. NMKQP. So just hit next match. I'm going for a quick piss. I'll be right back. That's what that means. Joe's going, why don't you talk like a normal person?
We had a similar thing with Sea of Thieves. So Chris was always, a friend of the show, Chris Spann, would always hang out below deck because he was afraid of the sea. And he would always make sure the boat was repaired. And so he was used to refer to when the boat was fully repaired and there was no water in it, he would say the boat's tight and dry. And then that became T&D, and then that became T&D BD, tight and dry below deck. Then it became, because sometimes we would be tight and dry, but we may still be on fire. So then it'd be T&D BD AF, which is Avec Fire, or SF, which is Sans Fire.
Oh, wow.
So what you want is T&D BD SF. Brilliant.
Yeah, classic.
Right. So I'm glad that it's just not my friends group that are fucking weird.
Yeah, we're all ill. It's fine.
Yeah. We all got problems.
Yeah, I don't really have an answer specifically on games, but I will say, like, I was in a supermarket and I said to Elodie I was going to scroll down the aisle rather than walk down the aisle.
I've done it a couple
and
of times.
And I've said other things. I'm like, scroll. Yeah. I know you're not on a mouse, you fucking nerd.
Matt, I've like the two things similar to that I've done is one was when I was telling someone to chuck something away, I said delete that one. Right, and I was like, oh, you fucking idiot. And the other time is when I didn't do it, but I saw a physical photo and went to move my hands towards it so I could do the pinch.
Oh, God. That's when that really is when it's over.
I just remembered, I mean, this isn't like a funny slang or anything, but it's just quite surreal. So, I mentioned, so we play Fortnite as a family now. And one thing I was just sort of doing, but have now got my wife and child doing is, so we're just, exploring, wandering about, whatever. And then if I see someone, I just go, oh, contact. And now fucking funny. Isaac and New both do that, which is just really surreal to me.
That's funny. Like kids keep saying kids. There's kids over there. Do you know that?
Not that?
I hear it all the time, and that's because apparently the boys tell me that if you see a bot, you say there's a bot, but if you see a real player, you call them kids. Apparently.
All right. That's what Isaac always says whenever we need to move because the storm circle's coming, like closing or whatever. He goes, right, better head. Where have you heard that? Again, it's not that weird. It's just where have you heard that?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Honestly, I was playing... what was I playing? I think it must have been Sword of the Sea. And Charlie said, and I had to not react because I didn't want to make it a thing, was, oh, this is the bit where you get sucked off. And I was sitting there going, you try not to get sucked off. And I'm going...
Yeah, you've really got to stop saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my friend over and I had my friend Kip and his 2 kids and wife over this weekend. And like this morning I was playing Sword of the Sea, and they wanted to watch. And they were obsessed with the other... one of the characters you're with, like they just called him Buddy. So it's like, where's Buddy? Where's Buddy? We gotta get Buddy back. But where's Buddy in the thing? Like, I will get. And so basically, that other character's called Buddy in my game now. It's like, Buddy, where is Buddy? Like, there's no name for the main character, but the person your mate is Buddy.
Yeah. Although I did have a really sweet moment with Charlie when we were playing Herdling. Sorry, Sean. And he turned around and went. He went during the ice bit, you know, where it's you know, that's all going on. Charlie went, "Oh, watch out for your friends," and I was like, "Oh, he sees them as friends. That's really sweet."
I should have said at the time. I do wonder if I should have played through it with Isaac. I wonder if his sort of attachment to it would have helped. But it's cheating, isn't it?
But if he went, I really like that one, Daddy, and you went, well, it's just the game's doing nothing for it, so I don't know why.
Yeah. No, you don't. It's not mischievous. It's
lying.
It's pixels.
It's all made up.
It doesn't have a head or brain.
Okay, last question.
Last question is from Michael. It says, would you consider doing a spoiler cast for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
I don't know if I could now. There's so much of that game that I've played, and I won't be able to remember. How it played out. I'd love to because
you would have to.
Good stories, so many good stories.
Well, I think we can maybe talk about those stories at the game on the Game of the Year, like showing that the game's so big.
By then, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be largely okay.
Also, it's one of those games where it's like I talk about one story and how it panned out. It's 0.1% of that game, so it's less of an issue. Although, talking about spoilers, I didn't half get into trouble from Ian in the week, and he was absolutely right, by the way. So, you know, we did, you reviewed And Roger, and then you said the next week we're going to do a spoilery chat about it because we don't want to spoil it. So the next week we said, right, we're going to spoil it now, so fast forward 5 minutes if you don't want to know the story. And then the next week we just read out what it was all about as part of the feedback. He was like, I was going to play that. And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's what
you've got to be quicker, Ian. You've got to be quicker.
Official apology for anyone.
You had 2 full weeks to play a hour-long game.
We can accept criticism, Sean.
Yeah, no.
Sean can't.
Probably should have.
Sean's like, maybe you listen a bit better.
Just saying, if we wanted to go on the defensive, that's the line.
We don't.
All right, okay. Are we done with the questions? And then let's get to socials and wrap this up.
We stream this show live every Monday night on twitch.tv/tcgsco. You can go there, you can follow us, get a notification when we go live. And if you miss it live, the show is also on YouTube, youtube.com/@tcgs. Our past streams, we're not really streaming at the moment, our past streams, shows, anything else we do, it's all on there. But the website is tcgs.co, and that has links to our TCGS Strava Club, our Just Giving page for our Tatton Park run on 13th September, our amazing Discord community, which is like, it's so like busy now every day. I love it. It's like almost every channel is just like popping. Big fan of that. Our Blue Sky accounts, our Patreon, the store. It's popping. It's popping, mate. Oh, trust me, it's popping.
You sound like Will Smith on a comeback.
No, I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, Patreon store. It's all on there. So go to tcgs.co for that.
Thank you so much for living it. We will catch you next week for some more video game chit chat. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Sorry, Phil's just put in the chat. Will Smith playing Cardiff tonight. I don't know why it's really tickled me.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.